Oh, you think that's good? There it is. Oh, that's right. It is a party up in here. It is that very special, special day. That's right. It is Talk Tuesday today. Oh, welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you guys are ready. But first, we're here to have a party. And today's special person, that's right, the bite, the one we're celebrating for, is I Am Grubs. He got in here and hit that button before anybody else did. So you know what that means? That means he's here to lead the party, to make the scene, to show us how to make it all perfectly green. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you guys are ready. We have an extra special treat for you guys tonight. As always, it's another fantastic Talk Tuesday. But before that, let's all get up, get down, get funky. We're going to get dancing. We're going to have fun. It is going to be a good time. And who's going to lead that charge? That's right, none other than I Am Grubs. Oh, yeah. There you go. He is tonight's index. He is the very first one here. He hit that button ahead of everybody else. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome, my dear, dear friends. I hope you all are doing absolutely fantastic. DBZ, lovely to see you. Sandy, you gorgeous thing. Gem, marvelous as always. Grubs, happy to have you here. Mr. Bonk, absolutely a pleasure. Narsan, how are you doing? Oh, already getting started, and we aren't even halfway through the show. but you guys aren't here just for me. No, we're absolutely not. We're here for the absolutely fantastic and fabulous guest star who is on the docket for tonight. And who might that be, do you ask? Who is that extra special someone that we're just dying to hear from today? Well, tonight's special guest is a member of the Regime Stream team. She specializes in midweek Mass Effects and is here lately hiding in terror. You can find her under beds, counters, avoiding that evil stepmom chasing her around. She can be found gunning down her teammates when working at the warehouse. Ooh, shot in the back. This lovely lady is definitely not a quiet little mouse. No, absolutely not. But from space puzzles to provocative digital memes and everything in between, she is the very picture of fantastic, with just a dash, and I mean, oh, such a dash of naughty. When you've got to go, remember to stop and check out this here gun show. We're talking about the one and only Miss Haley Paley. You guys ready for her? 'Cause here she comes. Miss Haley Paley, welcome to Talk Tuesday.
Thank you, Nori. How you doing? I got the gun show out for everybody.
You're already posed up and ready. Okay.
I'm ready to go. I got to explain the emote.
Well, here she is, ladies and gentlemen. And there you have it, Miss Haley Paley, tonight on Talk Tuesday.
We got the emote, show them off. I see him loud and proud. Oh my goodness. How you doing today? I hope everyone's having a blessed and marvelous day today.
Oh, we're doing fantastic now that you're here. Wow. My stars and garters. So, for anybody new here to Talk Tuesday, the way this works is there's a redeem in the channel. You're welcome to ask our lovely guest star here any question that you want. We are going to interview them. We're going to get to know the deep down, the oh so ever pleasant backstory of the fantastic people that show up here tonight, and tonight's no exception. Going to cause Haley's banjo to show up.
Look,
Grubs.
It's just an accent.
I would not worry about her banjo at all. I actually have one in the corner over here, so I'll pull it out and play.
You do not. I'm gonna need you to share a picture of it. Jim, Sandy, I will always whisk either of you away.
But yes, so you're welcome to submit your questions, ask away. heads up, I get final consensus on whether or not we even asked the question. So if you're asking for her credit card numbers, I'm going to tell you right now, I've already covered that one for you. It's 133456. If you didn't get it this time, I'm sorry. That's just the bricks.
Pin code 6969, baby.
All the time, right? Exclamation puzzle will get you a link to the puzzle, so you're welcome to come in here and dive into it. I chose a very extra special puzzle for you tonight. We'll see if you can figure it out as you go along. And
Oh
you're
my
welcome.
goodness.
You're welcome to click on the link yourself and work on the puzzle if you would like. While we're doing this,
I'll look at the pieces now. I'm curious.
oi, Jam, don't be asking my questions. Get your own questions.
Hold on. Let me put this on the big screen so I can see if I can see any images. I have an inkling of what it is.
Oh, I know exactly
wrong.
what it is. And when you finally figure out what it is, you're going to start laughing hysterically.
I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will.
Oh. Yeah. That's not surprising.
Before we get too started here, before we get started here, I do want to
Absolutely.
just say a happy birthday to I Am Grubs. Happy birthday, buddy. Thank you for coming in on your birthday and hanging out. I appreciate it.
Oh, we have a birthday wishes for Grubs, huh? Fantastic.
He hates the attention, so I'm putting it right on him for a second.
You know what? We're here for it. It's just fine. But yes, so the questions will come in. I'll ask the questions. You don't need to worry about trying to keep up with the questions. If chat gets super busy, which is going to happen as we're sitting here talking and rambling and whatnot, I've got a little program that's capturing all the fantastic questions. And just for tonight, because we have this happen an awful lot around here. And so for tonight, I thought it would be good to actually do the thing that I threatened to do last time. And so here tonight, we actually have, for those of you that are watching and sticking around and whatnot, if you hear Miss Haley Paley go, oh, that's a good question. If you look right below her picture there, right, there's a tag question. So exclamation tag in chat will keep a track of how many times that particular commentary comes up.
So I have been known to say that is a fantastic question. So I'm sure you'll get a few.
That counts. That counts.
That counts. Okay. Already into it.
She said the magic words. There you go. So yes, so that's all out there. So we're. But as long as we're all having a good time, then that's what counts. So as we get into this, we have things that we do around here, right? So we ask you two questions that are generic. We ask everybody the same two questions at the beginning. We ask the same couple of questions at the very end of the stream.
Okay.
So as we get closer to there, I will let you know. If you need a break to stand up, to go somewhere, take care of something or whatnot, feel free just to let me know. Get up and go do your thing. I will be happy to make up stories about you while you're gone.
Sandy's pretty good about talking for me when I have my mic muted by accident.
Oh, Johnny. Right. So, you know, we'll make certain that people are getting all of the extra special Haley Paley lore that you possibly can. So that being said, we're going to dive right on into this with the opening questions. And I was already fussing at Miss Gem because she's asked one of the very first questions that we usually ask around here. So we'll give this one to Gem just because we like Gem around here. Gem would like to know, how did you come up with the name Haley Paley?
So it's actually my nickname growing up as a kid. Was Haley Paley. So my oldest sister gave it to me. She just called me Haley Paley as I was running around. So it's been a nickname of mine for since I was 3. It's original, you know, in that sense of the term. But yeah, I've not too many people call me that. It was really just a nickname from my sister, and I was like, you know what? Coming up with screen names, usernames, I was like, what better username than my own nickname? So here we are.
Well, some people are like, yeah, I don't do that. The nicknames I used to get called as a kid, I don't use anymore, like at all. I forget about.
Right.
Because can't we see more guns?
Is that a request or a question?
You know what? We're going to take this as it's a request, and since she's fixing to sneak back to work and whatnot, you might as well bring out the guns once more for missing editions.
Okay, just for chat though.
Just
for chat. A demand. Oh, I saw that. I saw that. There you go. Get to the good one. Yeah, y'all might be blush. Okay,
snip
here.
that right now. Go ahead, somebody clip that so that you've got it on repeat.
I'll roll the sleeves up just for a little bit for you guys. Me and my pale ass over here. We blushed already. Is it hot? Oh my goodness.
Is it hot? No, that's just you. Wow.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna fucking start crying. Okay.
Chat says it is now officially a heat wave.
Oh my gosh. Y'all need to stop. I didn't take a cold shower. I see that. He's just buttering me up. That's all this is.
And you're complaining?
No, absolutely not. Flattery will get you everywhere, my dear.
So you've had your name for a very long time, Dan. We're not going to try and guess at the length of time that you've owned that particular name, because that's considered rude in some circles.
I've had it for a very long time. We'll say that.
We'll say you've had it for long enough that you still haven't worn the shine off in it.
Very true. Very true.
So there you go. So the next question, which we usually follow up with that as part of the conversation, is how pray tell, did this lovely creature that you are decide to suddenly start showing up on camera and being a streamer? What started the whole thing? Spare no details. We want all the dirty.
That's a good question. I almost stopped myself, but it was natural. So I actually started streaming back in 2016, somewhere between 2016 and 2018. 2018, like heavily, for sure. And I streamed for about 2 years straight, 2 or 3 years straight, because I was inconsistent from 2016 to 2018. And then consistently for 2, if not 3 years. And then when COVID happened, a lot of things got shifted around in my life. And then I picked up streaming again just this past winter, November, October-ish. So I started meeting some really, really cool people, and I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time for me to get back in front of the camera and like really kind of give it a shot, and just kind of see where it goes. Like I don't stream like for anything other than my own enjoyment, and to have to meet really awesome people, to get to interact with some amazing people who decide to bless me with their presence in my streams. I'm really glad for Blurps because they just create such a funny moment within streams. So yeah, so I don't know if that answered the question, but I started streaming a long time ago. I don't remember why. I think it was just for the fun of it, and like even now, I just do it to meet new people, hang out. It's just for fun. So
there was no like earth shattering thing that chased you into streaming. It was more
no, there was no old strange woman banging on a gong saying stream, stream, stream. That would have been really cool though, like a sign, like an epiphany like that. No, it just
that'd have been fantastic.
I mean, I'm trying to think, because back in the day, I used to be a part of this streaming group called the Dirty Herd. So it was me and a bunch of the guys that I hung out with in college. We used to stream a lot and do a bunch of stuff there. You might still be able to see remnants of it on my actual channel because I'm still kind of working through and getting some of that stuff out of there. But yeah, they used to call me the Navigator. So
I see.
A little bit of lore there.
Oh, there you go. Boy, Riker, welcome in. They have been pounding the question boards for you. Everybody's out for a little bit of Haley backlog.
I feel spatial.
Oh. So we'll jump right into this. Sandy would like to know, would you want to meet the nun in the flesh? And if you did, would you hug her?
Okay. So there's a story here.
There's always a story.
I don't do horror movies. Like I don't. Like slashers are okay, like Saw, Jason, that sort of thing. I'm okay with. But like especially like Conjuring, The Nun, like paranormal horror movies, I do not do. I
So you
don't.
don't
I
do
avoided
ghost
them
movies.
like fucking plague. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, like demon, like no, can't do it. Like Hales and Sandy, bless their hearts, have been trying to uh enhance my media library, so to speak. And is introducing me to a lot of horror movies. And
as one
The
does.
Nun, I don't know, I can't. It's just absolutely fucking terrifying. Absolutely fucking terrifying. Sandy made some screenshots of me just absolutely fucking scared out my wits. I am waiting for Twitch to approve an emote of one of those said screenshots. So maybe it happens, they approve it during the stream, and then we can start throwing them in the chat so everyone can see it.
I see.
But to round robin back to your question, it would depend. If it's like actual like Valak, no, absolutely not. But if it's someone dressed as Valak, yeah, I would. Because I would recognize it. It's not the actual demon like coming to haunt my soul. So yes and no.
Oh, I see. Skywalker, we've already asked you that one. You can't have two questions like that, Jem. An ever popular Sandy Vision question. Are you ready for this one? Kiss,
that's as ready as I'm ever going to be.
marry, or kill?
Oh God.
Sandy,
Okay.
Salty, Safi, Hales, Jem. Yes, you need to kill at least one person in that list.
Oh no. Okay, hold on.
So, given the fact that there are 5 names on here, you have to kill one, marry one, and I guess kiss the rest of them. So, you've got some options. Though I suspect if you ask nicely, you might be able to marry two. They may be in for that bit of double marriage situation going on. I don't know how.
This is tough. Okay, there is no. Okay, let me clarify before I even start into this.
Our brain cell was too strong.
Each of them with all my heart in a very platonic way. Let me clarify. A very platonic way. Please do not take offense to my answers, but this is how it's going to work, and I will further explain. Safi, right at the bat, I do have to murder you. It's nothing against you. It's just I love you with all of my heart, and I don't think we would be compatible. I just don't. I don't think that we would be. Moving right along, I would kiss both.
I love the fact that Safi gets killed every time.
She's so innocent. She is so innocent and pure. I would just corrupt her 100%. I would just corrupt her. That's just my thoughts on the thing. Salty and Jim, I would kiss. Absolutely kiss. Just because both of them, I love them with all my heart. Salty, her and I, we have like a really good music bond. Some Sleep Token, absolutely, all day, every day. And Miss Jim, any day, I would whisk you away if I could. But I would marry Sandy and Hales, just because like it's not like there's a different type of bond, but I don't know. I think both of them can handle my personality and my utter chaos, and the recklessness that I tend to be. So I feel like that would be the best matchup out of the 5 there.
Interesting.
Yep.
No take backs. Too late. It's already out
No,
there.
I
We've got it
mean
recorded.
that's my decision. Yes, Sandy in a homo no homo way, absolutely.
You know, that's a lot better than what I thought. That I misread that 3 times. I had to go back and read it a fourth before I'm like, okay, I got what it's saying now. Because the
I
first
tell
time,
Sandy I love her all the time in a homo no homo way. There's an
right.
inside joke there.
Okay. Well, we'll leave that inside joke alone. We'll probably ask about a lot more. We'll let that one. We'll let that one lie. It's fine. I suspect that there are going to be many inside jokes that are going to come out because I am specifically, I am like dying to hear all about the whisk. So that's been on my. We got a few questions to get through, but just remember, we're coming back around to that. We're definitely going to whisk this up. Maybe if we wait long enough, we might see a Hales pop in here, and when she does, then we'll bring up the whole whisking. Well, we'll whisk it.
Well, I mean, I can tell the short version of it since we're talking about it. So, Jim found a whisk and tried. Oh no, I can't tell the short. Okay, all right, I'll save it. I'll save it for later.
You have to wait. You have to wait.
I'll save it for later. Okay, all right.
You have to wait. Because we have more interesting topics.
All right. What's the next question? I'm ready for it.
You're ready for it? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Man, I'm ready. About as ready as I'm going to be.
Ms. Visions would like to know what has been your favorite game you've played so far?
My favorite game? That's a fantastic question. There it is. So you should have 3 in the ticker board if you're not already there.
Ding. I got it on the button.
With here's the thing too. It's like childhood would have been Sly Cooper. Oh, I loved those games as a kid. I'm talking like PlayStation 1 or 2 Sly Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
All-time favorite as a child. Growing up though, becoming an adult, the Assassin's Creed series and the Mass Effect series. Assassin's Creed, for sure. I want to say Brotherhood was probably one of my most favorites, especially when the beginning series came out. Ezio Sori, absolutely beautiful.
Right.
So overall, I would probably say Assassin's Creed as like the top number one game.
Top number 1, huh?
Yep. Oh, Ezio Auditore.
Auditore. Well, there you go then. Okay, I feel like I already know the answer to this one, but we're gonna Ms. Visions would like to know why the PC smut.
Okay, so the PC smut happened randomly on a stream. Someone threw a it wasn't even like a dad joke, it was like a Riz quote at me, and then it turned into like a solid 30 minutes of people just throwing in PC puns into my chat. Excuse me. And so it just kind of became a thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I still need to make a bot where you do exclamation PC smut, and then the bot will throw you a line from that said session.
I feel kind of bad since I was the one who started that whole thing up, because I popped into there and I was like, I have a confession I have to make, and that's where we did the OnlyFans.
Yes,
I had an OnlyFans.
Wait, no, you're correct. I'm glad you admitted this. You told me that you had a PC build like that was full, like, and I was ready to see this. I was ready to see the innards of that PC and I wanted to see all the PC smut. That's what it was. No, you're right. I thought it was a pickup lines, but you're right. It's you who started it, and then you did not deliver. You didn't deliver. I'm upset. I felt the betrayal that I felt when you told me you didn't have any fucking PC smut for me. Like you promised.
No, I said I would send you PC Smut. I just haven't gotten around to it. That's all about keeping the fish on the line. I just hooked the bait, and I've just been dragging you along.
Nori, I deserve better. I deserve better, Nori.
Yes, but you're coming to me, so you're going to get worse. I'm just.
It's all in a good time, though. It's all good fun.
But that's honestly, that's why I'm like, I know where this one came from, because I started that mess, because I popped in and I'm like, I have a secret I have to share. I have an OnlyFans account, and all I do is post provocative pictures of, and in fact, I sent you an image of a PC.
Did you
send you one? Yes, I sent you one.
You did. Yeah, you did. You're right.
Like, I sent you one. I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't provide. No, I sent you at least one photo.
You sent me at least one photo. You know, you're right. You're right. But like, there was a promise and like of more. Like, I would have subscribed. I was ready to subscribe. I just needed the link. Just needed the link. So
yeah, it was just it was a really bad joke about having an OnlyFans site, and people were spending money to look at computer cases that were provocatively posed open with their guts and shameful bits hanging out all over the place.
I'm still upset you didn't provide more. I just the audacity, the gumption.
But what do you look on the screen? What do you see on the screen now? Huh? Can you recognize it now?
Yeah, I already see it. It's a motherboard. No, what is it? Oh, is it more PC Smut for me? I'm excited. I'm excited to see somebody finish that puzzle.
I had to reduce the number of pieces down from our usual, just because the quality was breaking down on it by putting too many pieces in there. It was going to make it really hard, just because it is a PC board, so it's basically all one color. So
I gotcha.
But no, not a motherboard. I would be impressed if you can guess what it is. Not a motherboard.
Not a motherboard. All right. Keep your secrets. What's our next question, Nora? See them loading up there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're loaded for a good little while now. So we're fine. We're fine. There's not. She's so antsy. This woman is hot to trot. Let me tell you.
Oh, I'm not chaotic for no reason. That's why I say only Sandy and Hales are probably the only people who can handle me. That sounded wrong. No. Next question, Nori. Just next question, please.
I'm just saying. Hi, Katie. Welcome in.
Nori, next question, please.
No, we're gonna sit here in this moment for just a little bit.
Can we not? I'm so fucking wrong. I did not mean it like that. Oh my god.
Miss Sandy Visions would like to know, what is your favorite moment with her and Hales during horror nights? During horror nights.
With horror nights? I don't know. Like, I think we had the most fun watching The Nun, because that has been legitimately the most scary for me. I was crying, Nori, like absolutely in tears. Like, I had to have Hale stop the movie, and I was like, I need a break. I need a pause. I have a safety pillow that I hug when we watch, which it's amazing. It helps calm me.
Wow.
So yeah, I would definitely say our latest one, which was The Nun. That's been my favorite overall.
So what I'm understanding then is that when we're all together for DreamHack, we're going to have a horror evening. 6 hours of continuous.
6 hours? No. One movie is fine. That's all I need. Just one movie is fine. You'll get it in full effect. I think that's probably what will happen. Absolutely.
Miss Sandy, I am certain that you are perfectly suited to handle her.
Jesus. Can we just pass over that one? It's fine. I can't.
You're on stream. When has chat ever let you slide past on something like that? I mean,
That's
really?
true. I shot Hales twice, and I have yet to live it down. So
No, you haven't lived it down. In fact, we reminded you during your walk on.
yes, I was fucking called out on it. Absolutely. Well, Sandy, I got you and Jim to be my pillows, though. Remember?
If you could travel anywhere, where would you go to?
I would actually go back to Ireland, and if not, go back to New Zealand. One of the two. Ireland is just so beautiful with the rolling hills. I have some really beautiful photos somewhere from when I was a kid. I had traveled over there, and I fell in love instantly. Um, and New Zealand, I would go back because when I went on a trip again as a child, um, my glasses broke and I couldn't see a thing when I was out there. So I would love to go back and actually be able to see what was happening. It was like a full 24 hours because again, I was still in middle going to high school, I think. I think I was actually going to high school for this trip.
Hmm.
And I stayed with a family, and it was me and like their kid. Like I went throughout her day. Like I went to school with her, things like that. And then um, like we were
Oh,
walking down
hang
the
on.
beach. My
Time out.
glass literally
Hold it.
snapped.
Hold
Oh,
it.
okay.
Hold it.
I'm holding.
Yep. Because bubbles and troubles, kitties and snails, the coven has manifested. Here comes the Hales.
Hells! Welcome in. Welcome in. Bienvenue. We close that tab now.
Bienvenidos. Welcome
Welcome
and
in,
welcome in.
Raiders.
Don't worry, Haley. I've already. That's why I was stopping you. I'm like, oh, we got raid coming in. You have to hold on for 2 seconds. We'll get right back to the questions. I promise.
Yep, no worries.
But,
By long story short, those are the two places I would visit would be Ireland and then New Zealand again because my glasses snapped. I didn't get to see half the place.
So you go back there just to see the bits that you didn't miss, and if the bits that you missed turn out to be really horrible, are you going to regret that? Is you
No,
okay with
absolutely
that?
not, because it's still a beautiful place to visit nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, we already called her out for shooting you in the back during our last Lethal Company as well. So
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, 109%.
Absolutely.
I
I'm sure there's a clip. There's gonna be a clip out there. I'm not gonna repeat myself. Answer for my crimes. You shot me in the back and yeeted me into oblivion where you couldn't even find my body. What are you talking about? I paid for my crimes. I paid for my crimes, okay?
You sure about that? I don't know. There seems to be an awful lot of animosity coming from there.
It's fine. I get it. I'll just yell some croutons and coupons out into the world and I'll be fine.
Well, you can always just lean back and give them more of that gun show. That that's likely to settle them down.
I could, but that's a treat. I'm the one being punished here. I don't feel like I should be treating people who are punishing me. When chat starts being nice and they get the gun show. Oh my goodness. I'm hot. I'm fucking sweating up here. Like this hot seat, y'all. You weren't joking. It's hot. Chat being nice never gonna happen. You're right. It's a full stream. That's what it is.
Miss Sandy Visions would like to know, when are you going to do a biker book talk, girly photo shoot?
So, you're gonna have to
do more than just give the first answer to that question. I need details now. You can't just walk away from this one.
Oh, well, I mean, I've been trying to go to Barnes & Noble to find the book talk girlies, and I have yet to be successful. I take my motorcycle out there, I get a coffee, I hang out in the aisles, I hang out in like the romance aisles and stuff like that. I kind of roam around the stores sometimes, and like I haven't found one yet. So like if you want me
Mhm.
to make TikToks for the book talk girlies, maybe that's my next step. Sandy, maybe that's the next step.
I think that may be the next step. You know,
Because it ain't
you can't.
happen at my local Barnes and Noble. Yes. Yes and no, depending. I've tried it both ways. I'm an on and off. So just you know. No
No, I don't know,
success.
but okay.
No success yet. I'll keep you posted though.
Oh, with a face like that, why would you ever want to cover it up?
Oh, Nori. Can't wait to see Haley awkwardly dancing outside of a bookstore. I have like really bad dance moves, so it would be an awful, awkward dance.
You know, I'm telling you what, you don't have to wait. Just come hang around in the Discord often enough, you'll see some.
It's true. It's very true.
Or catch her for midweek Mass Effects. She's got a button that makes her dance on demand. I'm telling you what.
Oh my god, there's a Twitch clip of me with your freestyle dance teacher. There is a clip of me out there dancing. It's great. It's great.
I can believe it. I can believe it. I have seen some things over time. Do tell, Grubs, do tell. We are all ears. Let's see. Oh, well, now that we have Miss Hales here as well, we can get to the story that we parted ways on. And we can also answer a question from Sandy Vision all at the same time. Fantastic, right? So Sandy Visions would like to know, when are you going to whisk away Gem? And I would like to know, what is the backstory of this love for the whisk? Has this become a new power tool attachment that I'm unaware of?
Sir!
What? How do you think I make high-speed cake? It's great. Just...
Hold on, I'm recovering from that one. No, come whisk you away at any time, my dear. Anytime. Next time I'm overseas, I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up. I'm still recovering from that one.
Breathe, girl.
I will come and whisk you away at the first chance opportunity that I have, Miss Jim. First opportunity I have. Now, granted, I kind of stole this joke and has made it my own. Thank you, Jim and Hales. So there was a moment when Jim found a whisk, and Hales does not like puns, so she immediately turned to Hales and said, "Hey, let me whisk you away," with a whisk in her hand. Hales immediately went and stood on a landmine because of the pun. And I loved it so much that I made a whiskey moat, and I tell Jem that anytime I will whisk her away. Oh man, I love it so much. I love it so much.
Like, hates puns.
Yeah, in Lethal Company, I'm so sorry. In Lethal Company, the game. Thank you for the clarification. Yes, in Lethal Company, the game. My apologies.
I'm just, I'm stuck on the fact that she's like, I hate puns. I'm like, you hate puns, but you're willing to play games and get into a voice conversation with me. And all I do is tell bad dad jokes.
I love the dad jokes though. I'm not good at them. Like I'll Google them and kind of throw them at people, but like I'm not very good at like I'm not witty enough to come up with them in a minute. Every once in a while, I might get a good one.
I heard one that I thought was absolutely fantastic, and I went and told a number of people. It happens to be, I think, Jem's personal favorite leaves. Happens to be one of Jem's personal little favorites. It's all about Luke Skywalker.
Which one's that one? Tell me, Nora.
You haven't heard that one?
I'm sure I have, but I would love to hear it again.
Jim's like, yes, 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 yes. Okay. So, I found out recently where Luke Skywalker gets his bionic arm from.
Where's that at?
The secondhand shop.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. I like that one. Oh my gosh.
We're only 45 minutes into this. You still got a ways to go.
I know. I'm
Pace yourself.
sweating, bro.
Pace yourself.
Like throw some more questions at me. I wanna get through them.
we there is no getting through questions. No, ma'am. No.
You're right. I should have patience. I should have patience and let the questions come to me. I don't know the meaning of the word patience.
It's always fantastic. Okay, Johnny, to be fair, I have put that particular joke now, I think 7 or 8 times at least, and I laugh every time. It still gets me.
That's a good one. It's a good one.
It's spot on. But let's see. If you could change your profession, what job would you like to do?
Ooh, I would be a pilot, hands down.
A pilot. Now, would you be a fighter pilot? Would you be an airplane pilot? Like specifically, what kind of pilot? Would you be a stovetop pilot? Because you can get really hot.
Those are Nori. Not that I have long hair to tuck behind my ear, anyways, but now I'd probably either be a private or commercial, but not
a passenger plane then.
No, well, privately though, privately owned. I wouldn't want to go into the industry as far as like any major airline companies if I can avoid it. That or I would do cargo type of thing.
Any particular reason?
I have always wanted to be a pilot, and I had an opportunity in my life to get a pilot's license, but I passed on the chance. So, not that it's a regret in my life, because I think in the minute that wasn't the time for it. But if I ever become nice and rich, I would love to go get my pilot's license and just kind of fly around in my spare time as like a millionaire, you know what I mean, or a billionaire or whatever. Not that will ever happen, but it is always a dream of mine to get a pilot's license.
You never know. Don't sell yourself short now.
Fly me to the moon. Anytime
I
for you, Jim.
wanna play among the stars.
Hells, if I'm that rich, sure. Absolutely. If I'm that rich, absolutely. I'll take both of you.
There you go. I will be happy when we all can go back and forth to space. To be honest with you, that's the sort of thing I think if I were to change, I would go to be an astronaut just so I could go to space, take my freaking cell phone, take pictures of the very round Earth, and then go back to my flat earther neighbors and be like, look.
You know what? What's really funny is that I almost studied. When I was going to college initially. Sorry, I'm finding fidget toys, like things on my desk to fidget with.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Do what you got to do, girl. You're good.
When coming out of high school, because I had the opportunity to go get my pilot's license, but I was like, no, I can't do that. I got other things happening at the same time. I almost went to the University of Huntsville, Alabama to study aerospace engineering, but I was like $5,000 short from being able to go to that college. So after everything was like said and done with scholarships and stuff like that. So I ended up going to a college closer to my home, we'll say it that way, and studied electrical engineering instead. And then turned out I didn't really like all the electrical half of it, so so yeah, that's where we're at.
That is something that can happen.
Space, though. I want to get a space tattoo. That's gonna be my next tattoo, though.
Well, so growing up, I was a plumber, an electrician. I did landscaping. I did siding, roofing, carpentry work. I've done welding. I've done
Oh, it sounds like you've done it a lot of different things.
I bounced around an awful lot trying to figure out what exactly it was I wanted to do. And I didn't actually go to college until 2013.
Okay. Yeah.
And that was mostly because by that point in time, I had already, my resume was fairly well packed, and nobody would hire me for my specialty at that point.
Right.
And so I had to go and get a degree in order to get picked up for a job. So,
well, that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm actually trying to start and get back into college. It's been kind of frustrating, but that's a story for another day.
It can be.
But I am trying to get back.
Very frustrating. I hated college. Though I did have fun with some of my teachers during my bachelor's degree. I literally turned in homework assignments that had on there a detailed explanation as to why I was refusing to do the homework assignment, because they were most likely going to do it wrong anyways. I understand. Told my professor, absolutely. Like, you're going to grade this wrong because you don't know what you're looking at. So I didn't do the work because I'm just saving us both the trouble. And they still passed me. I'm like, didn't you even read the homework assignment? No. Easy A.
Once I can be that sassy with my professor, and he passes me anyway. I like it though. I like it.
Well, so the professors I was talking to was during my bachelor's degree. I went back for my bachelor's degree in software development. And by that point in time, I had already been working professionally in the field for 6 years and was on a team for research and development. So I was playing around with all the brand new tech coming off the line.
Oh, that's
so
exciting.
We were building all the really cool, like supercomputer modeled things and whatnot. And so going back to my bachelor's degree, the teachers were trying to teach me like basic level programming, and I'm at the far end of the other scale. Like, I could do this with my eyes closed, one hand behind my back, and somebody stringing me upside down. It's just not even worth the time. Make it look like child's play. It just wasn't worth the time. So yeah, but you know, it's fine. I later went to work with those professors and laughed at them at work too, because I was still running circles around them.
It's usually how it turns out.
Oh, it was great because I went to work for the same company they were at. I'm like, if I screw anything up, you can blame these two guys. They were my professors. They taught me everything I know. They were real quick to point out, like, don't believe a word he says.
Right.
We couldn't teach him squat. It was fine. It was fine. We already did that one. Johnny would like to know, what is the tattoo on your right arm, and is it the only tattoo you have?
Of course. Yes. So it's the Assassin's Creed logo upside down, and it's also the Full Metal Alchemist logo from the anime. So, and it's not the only tattoo I have. I have 2 others that are hidden. So. Yeah,
we will not be privy to those ones.
No, I will not be sharing those on stream. So, but I do want to get like a full half sleeve here and kind of do some type of space theme on the other side. So
there you go.
Haven't quite decided yet. We'll see.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I myself have a piece that goes from shoulder to shoulder across my back and down all the way to about 2 inches above where my pant line stops at. Did you just mute yourself?
Cool.
Oh
no! I was just mouthing words. Second, yeah.
What do you want, Ezio? Wow.
Too fucking soon. I'm sorry. I was busting that grub silently into the camera.
Ms. Jem would like to know, what has been your favorite game that you've streamed so far?
My favorite game that I've streamed so far. Oh man. Since coming back.
I want some memorable moments on that, like some specifically that sticks in your head about that.
Mass Effect, when we were playing Mass Effect 1, they have our gargantuan robot dude. You know what I mean? He's just like a little.
Yeah.
And I could not think of the word, but I was like, why does this thing look like a giraffe dinosaur? I think it's called like a Bronchiosaurus or something. And so we ended up making an emote of it, which I will throw in the chat for us really quickly for those who are
Hmm.
out there. Yeah, Jim was so nice. She made the emote for us, and it's fucking amazing.
Giraffe
What's a
dinosaur.
giraffe dino? With like the really long neck? I don't remember what it's called. So yeah, that's how that emote was born. And then yeah, there's also a clip of that. The Giraffiosaurus is what it is called. Yes.
I love the fact that it has its own name. I mean, did you ultimately give him a more colloquial name, like Steve, John,
No,
Jacob,
no, not yet.
Jebediah,
It's the
Butch?
Giraffiosaurus with Zach Baggins hair. And it also has heels on too. So
Oh,
there's a
why
clip
would
out in the
you?
ether of me making of me showing it in its large, loud and proud form. So loud
Put
and proud form.
heels
Excuse
on the
me.
poor thing. Wow.
Oh, it's fucking gorgeous. This is a gorgeous emote. One of my favorite ones.
Well, and
That's
that's
all I see now when you watch Ghost Adventures. We want answers.
we want answers. The Giraffiosaurus.
It's fucking amazing.
It
Love it.
is
Thank you, Jim,
amazing.
for that.
But that's how these memories are born, right? Is that
Oh, absolutely.
you do something and something leads to something else. Just ask Sandy Visions. Uh, there was a streamer. His name was Pirate Boy, and he put on a pair of skin tight pants that were purple and blue, and they were shiny, and he twerked with them on screen, and that turned into this whole thing. And there's the PFC, and there's a whole meme. We built our own like little meme around that, and I still laugh hysterically every time that
It
gets.
sounds amazing.
Actually, I wonder. I was going to say I think I might actually still have that command floating around, but it may be turned off. Oh yeah, it's turned off. I can play it if you want. You'll have to unmute stream to hear it. And
Yeah,
I
go
will
ahead.
happily shut
I'm
up.
here for it.
Okay.
I'm here for it. I was trying to hold it in for so long. That is fucking amazing. Oh my god, thank you so much for sharing that gem with me. That was great. Oh my gosh. I need to be friends with them. That's fucking amazing.
We got together. We passed this around. I think we spent the better part of like two and a half, 3 weeks putting that thing together. And when when we got done with it, the final bit of that was just so gorgeous. It was. Sandy did a lovely job with her voiceover work. Hi, morning.
Oh my god.
Lovely to see you.
That was
Some
beautiful.
time for it.
It was not on my 24 bingo card. It's a free space. It's a free space one. Oh my god, that was great.
Are you
Thank
okay over there?
That was a treat. An absolute treat.
Hey, you want to do a gun show commercial for Haley? I'm down for that. We'll make this happen.
Oh man.
We'll absolutely do it.
I would love
I
to
will.
see
I will.
that. If I ever get that, I'm gonna be blushing. I'm gonna be over the moon.
But you know,
Oh man.
we've started doing a number of different projects, and they're all like just little gems, right?
Mhm.
But yes, Sandy, I will absolutely hit you up. You'll have to give me some ideas of what you're looking for. But you know, we've got several epic examples of the gun shows floating around already in this Talk Tuesday.
I even your Nori commercials that you post in my stream, I've saved every single one. Every time you've blessed me with them.
See, now I've just got pictures of you leaning back in that chair, putting out gun show, and just cocking a gun.
Yeah, we'll hit him with the gun show real quick. Just the hair flipping.
Clip forever.
It's a bit. It's a bit, and it's been a thing. There's a clip of me crying to it. I fucking love that. Thank you so much, Morning. Oh my god, I'm gonna put that in the next tab so I can watch that fully later. Of me just crying, laughing to the reaction. Oh, thank you so much. Beautiful.
Yeah, you know, it's just we get around, we do things, we have fun, and I think that's like some of the bigger points to do, right? Just make certain you have fun, especially if you're not trying to do. Oh, sorry. Captain Tight Pants has just followed. It's a fantastic name.
Hey, CPT Pants! Welcome in, buddy.
It is a fantastic name. One I think that would go really well with that commercial we just finished watching, because those were some tight pants.
They were some tight pants. I love that though. I love
Ooh, Squicksters. Welcome in.
Squeaky!
Oh, look, all your friends showing up. We're going to get even more down. Must hear questions. Okay, moving right along now. Did that one.
Mm-hmm.
Did that one. Ms. Jam would like to know when did you get the qualifications to become a certified Vine dance teacher? And can we see the moves? Kappa Kappa.
I've never been certified, so let's clarify.
Oh no, I think we're all certified.
It's natural talent, if I may be so bold.
I can believe it.
Yeah. I'm sure we could do a little something for you, Jim. Only for you though. Only for you. We can do a little something. Hold
hang on.
Can you put up the freestyle dance teacher for me?
Oh, if you got a YouTube link, absolutely.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
it's
just
a
throw it in.
Video. I got you.
Yeah, that's fine. Just throw it in the. So I got. There you. It's a me.
You in the chat here where we're at?
Yeah. No, you can just throw it in the actual stream chat. That way I can just copy it from there. I got a neat little shortcut that lets me just take those and I can copy, and then there's a window for that.
Back up a little bit. Give you your full side of me, I guess. Gotta get a little stretch in here for you. Okay.
All right. That should do it.
All right. Oh my god. I hope it was everything that you dreamed it would be.
And then some. Oh yeah, we got all the gun show too on top of that.
The fuck is exactly right.
What do you mean the fuck is that? The fuck that was just poetry in motion.
I aim to please. especially for my Jimmy. Jimmy, Jim, Jim. Throw some extra whisk in there for you.
There you go. A few extra whisk for you. Now,
It
you've
was
been hanging
definitely motion.
like
See, I told you. Not certified at all.
I met you through Hales. Like I hadn't heard
Yeah.
of you until Hales. And I'm assuming that you and Hales have been buddy for quite some time. So I'm kind of curious as to how you and Hales met up, and ultimately at what point in time did you start interacting with the rest of the regime team? This is going to be a story for the ages, and I am here for it.
I mean, my story is very similar to Jim's story, where like all three of us met in I don't know if you know who Neil Newbon is, but he's a voice actor for Astarion. He has his own Discord server, and I actually met them there. I don't know. Jim and I didn't really interact until like consistently until I moved over and started watching Hell's stream in September, I want to say. So it was like mid August. I want to say that I mid August, early September is when I really met them. And then at some point, Hell's was like, "Hey, I stream," and I came over to her stream. Was it like October or was it September when I came over to your stream? I don't know. Can I find that out by like quickly?
Yeah, good
No, not
luck.
really. But yeah, and then it just kind of grew. It was October. Yeah, okay. So it just kind of grew. I also am a part of a Discord group for Minkies, and I won't say any more on that. And that's how I met some other people. I'm not as prominent in that Discord server, but yeah, most of us met. Like I met them in Neil's server. Started hanging out with Hales and her stream. Really got close with Jim that way. And then Hales progressively over time, just by like hanging out and stuff. And then eventually I met Sandy, the regime, and Eagle, and then you. Um, thank you, Sierra. So yeah, so it's like really when I started streaming again is really when it started picking up and I started making more streamer friends. And really met you, met the regime, all the beautiful people in there. Um, so yeah. So yeah, Hales, it is kind of your fault. I'm not gonna lie that I'm here today. So, but no, it's not a fault in the sense, but it's more I do owe it to you in a sense. So I do owe it to you in a sense, and I've met such beautiful people who I consider
But
friends.
it's always fascinating to see exactly where networks of people collide at, right? If you start pulling on a string,
Absolutely.
it was the old saying way back when what was that, 7 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon. Like you could find seven people that you know and find your way to Kevin Bacon. Well, I think you can pretty much say the same thing about just about anybody, especially if they're like regular streamers and they do this an awful lot. You can probably find your way to most any community from one person to the next just by who they know, where they ran into them, and how those lines all intersect.
It's true.
But it's just kind of interesting to see where that starts at for different people. You should know someone who met Kevin Bacon. See, that's fantastic.
But yeah, no, it's all thanks to Hales. And that stream, well, I guess, meeting going to the Twitch side, but like I've met some really cool people from the Nil Newbon Discord server, and it just kind of blossomed from there, I'm not gonna lie. So
right. Interesting. That's fantastic, right? And you made some lovely friends. So what, you guys have been hanging around for a year, 2 years now?
No, not even a year now.
Not even
like
a
this
year.
Past August, like when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, type of thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So fresh friends, and it just feels like a lifetime.
Absolutely. It really does. There's people in your life that you're gonna meet that you feel like you've known them forever. Like for example, like Grubs and Squicky, I've known them for years. Who are hiding out in chat somewhere. But damn near going on a decade at this point, I feel like. And Yeah, I mean, there are people in your life that you have a really solid connection with, and you just feel like legitimately feel like you've known them for years.
Bonded
And
simping
you just become
Chris.
fast friends. So bonded over the simping of a starring. Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
know,
Loud
there's
and
a
proud. It's
reason.
fine. I won't deny it.
There's a reason why he goes around. Here's my little treat.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. There are some sounds that people have in Discord, that they'll play on from the soundboard just to kind of trip me up a little bit. So
Right. Oh, we've got a couple of them
no
around
regrets.
here. Let me see. Let's see if you.
It's okay. We don't need to play any. It's fine.
No,
It's fine. We don't need to play any.
Give me that booty. Like they made me pull that out of that commercial so that they could have it. Rutherford actually has that one over on his channel. He's like, I need that sound clip. There's a couple of places where that floats around at, among other ones. Snatty.
We don't need to bring Snatty into this conversation.
No,
Snatty is
no,
too new.
no.
Snatty is too new to
What
be in
is
this
snatty?
conversation right now.
No, there's no such thing as too new. Nah, you
Oh,
brought it up. Now we're going to talk
Jim,
about snatty. Let's go. I need.
Haley. That's my subscribe song, by the way.
There you go. You have him in the regime soundboard. Excellent.
It's fine. Don't need to bring him up. It's fine. We can leave him out of this conversation.
I don't think we can. We're already this far deep into it, and you still haven't answered my question about Snatty. You gotta go. Let's go.
Who is he?
You thought I was going to forget, didn't you? Uh-huh.
I mean, okay, fine. I'll just play it for you.
You think you're being so clever, batting your lashes at me all coy.
Did they hear that in stream?
Yes, they would have heard that on stream. If it comes through Discord, it'll come through there.
Okay, there it is. That is Snatty. It's Professor Snape. I didn't want to bring it up, Pales. I didn't want to bring it up. I wanted to smooth right on over it. But here we are. Here we are.
Hello, Misery Love. Welcome in.
I just wanted to skip over it. Just like a little speed bump and go right on past it, but no.
We don't speed bump. There is no speed bumping around here. Are you kidding me? No. We're going to stop and twerk on every one of them. Are you kidding me?
No, it's not necessary. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit the mic.
But
It's not necessary.
we'll give you 2 seconds real quick because we get a bunch of people who have just come in. So catch your breath for a moment.
Perfect.
There you go.
Feel free to ask me more questions, but you're going to get a sentient chair, which is also something very well known to my stream, is the sentient chair. So welcome, sentient chair, to the interview.
For those of you just coming in, for our lovely raiders that have stuck around and whatnot, and for all of our new followers and chatters, we are doing our Talk Tuesday. This is a thing that we do every Tuesday, where we invite streamers over here. We sit down and we interview them. We give chat the ability to interview them. So there's a button there in channel redeems. It's worth 1 point. You can ask all the questions you want to our lovely guests on stream. If you yourself are a streamer and are interested on showing up here on Talk Tuesday, absolutely reach out and let me know. Only requirements is that you've had to stream within the last year. Whether you're a big streamer or a little streamer, it doesn't matter. You're welcome here on Talk Tuesday. We would love to have you on board, coming by and checking and letting us get to know you a little better. It's a fantastic little thing that we do around here. So there you go. That being said, tonight we have the fantastic, fabulous, and amazing Miss Haley Paley here. She has volunteered some of her lovely time to come and hang out with us, and so get all of your absolute best questions out there and get them ready, because does it count if it's a misclick? Does what count if it's a misclick?
For the 1 second.
I mean, if you want to come up here and be embarrassed for 3 hours, so sure, why not? Have we talked about? Not just yet, Squixer, but we will. That is, you've just put it in there now. Now that is a thing, and it's going to happen. Miss Sandy Visions asks, can you riz up her and Jem?
I feel like I do that on a daily basis, but I mean, if you want more, I'll give you. I mean, apart from like just whisking you away in general, I can give you the. Ooh. You know what? We'll go with the classic. We'll just gotta. We'll give you one of these and just. How you doing, baby girl? Come around here often. I can't. Oh, I can't. I've broken Riz anyways. It's fine.
Have you? Are you sure? You may be just a little hot right now.
I'm burning up though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm dying in this hot seat.
It's not that bad. I can think of far worse places to be.
Very true. Very true.
I Am Grub says, do you feel bad loading PC smut on Old Faithful? And I feel there's a story behind Old Faithful, and so we're going to follow this up with what is the story about Old Faithful, because now I'm curious.
Old Faithful is the name of my PC. I've had the case itself since I built this PC in 2009, 2010. It's been 84 years. This PC case is more sentimental to me than anything. And yeah, so she's named Old Faithful. So there's some like she's had parts upgraded throughout the years, what have you. But I don't know. She's big, she's clunky, she gets the job done. She's Old Faithful. Am I embarrassed for uploading PC smut onto Old Faithful? No. Old Faithful, it keeps her young. Okay? It keeps her hard drives young. God, I can't believe I just said that. Rob's how fucking serious. Talking about PC smut. Old Faithful, don't listen to him. Alexa, turn on the office lights. Thank you.
Now, you've messed up. Other than the fact that I think most of your sound probably comes through your headphones more than you ever play speakers. Have you ever had anybody take advantage of the fact that your Alexa is voice activated and just like started telling her different things over your Discord calls?
Yes. I have to be careful because look, I have to be careful. If I got somebody stream on my phone on speaker and I'm not like actually and I'm not actually at my PC with my headphones on, Alexa has been known to go off randomly. So Alexa, stop. I'm saying her name too much. Stop. They were good.
I asked the question just because we Zodicus has his own little chatterbox, and a while ago when we first met him and he was hanging out with us in Discord and whatnot, we found that we could actually just yell loud enough and his Alexa would actually start registering.
Well, thankfully my Alexa is on the other side of the room. So no matter how much people scream in my ears, she ain't gonna hear it. She ain't gonna hear it. But if I have somebody on my phone, I do have to be careful. Because Alexa is always listening. Yes.
She is always listening. Lady A. That's one way of doing that, I suppose.
So she doesn't start. I might do that.
Speaking of Zodicus, he would like to know, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Mints. So hold on. Hold on. So, recently I went out and got my
He
ice
says there
cream.
are wrong answers, by the way. So
Well, actually, my two favorite is chocolate. Hold on, sorry. My two favorites are mint and coffee. So if I go to like Cold Stone or something like that, I'll get like a coffee, and a mint scoops. So I have this ice cream, um, called Grasshopper pie. It's fucking amazing. I love it so much. It's mint with like a line of fudge in it, and it's got Oreo crumbles in it. Oh, grasshopper. So it's called grasshopper pie. So when I told somebody about this grasshopper pie ice cream, right? Welcome Sentient Chair back to the chat. Thank you. Um, I had so many people like freak out because I said the word grasshopper, and they thought that I went and actually got like fucking grasshoppers as like a dry snack, and I'm like, no, my grasshopper ice cream, fucking
nothing wrong with
amazing,
that.
love it. Mints, that's where I live. Mint ice cream, so mint and coffee. Um, mint
So
chocolate. I like putting chocolate on top of it too. So it doesn't have to be mint chocolate, but mint in general, yes.
I hear the way she pronounces that word there, Norson. I know. That's
Which
that
word?
twang coming out.
Which word? My accent flips between a northern accent and a southern accent. So it's certain words that I'll flip back and forth on, especially coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee is the northern way I say it. Um, coffee. You know
Coffee.
what? I actually picked it up. I'm a southern transplant to the north. I remember trying to go through the drive-thru in the morning and nobody would understand what the fuck I was saying. So I've learned to say certain words more northern, and coffee is definitely one of them.
Grasshopper drinks, creme de mint, and creme cacao liquor.
I am gonna save that soda kiss. Don't you go nowhere in chat. I'm gonna copy and save that.
Right? Never know what kind of
Saved.
fantastic
Coffee.
new people you're going to
Absolutely.
meet and everything else. It's always a
Curtains.
good time.
Look, okay, hold on. So, because Hales brought this up, I wasn't gonna bring this into the interview, but you've already brought it up. And coupons, rums. Okay, so there are certain words that I say, like look, it's not caramel, it's caramel. All right, I really had to think about that one. I had to think about that one.
I can hear
caramel.
the wheel spinning on that one.
What's that gas station? Sunco is what I call it. It's really Sunoco, but it's Sunco. You can't tell me different. Well, some people say croutons. They're croutons. And same thing with they're coupons. 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 There it is. Coupons. There's certain words that I say more southern than northern, like coffee. Oh, it's a crick. Absolutely, it's a crick. But I kind of flip back and forth between that one. So if I'm with my my cousins, I'll say crick. If I'm like if I'm just kind of croutons, yeah. If I to East Creek, it depends. It really depends. I'll say crick more often than not. It's a liar. Thank you, Safi. Yes, ma'am. I'm regretting killing you now. A console. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to answer that question right at the bat. I just saw it. My apologies.
It's not really a question. It's more, oh, yeah, it was a question. That's fine.
It was a question. Yeah, I realized that afterward. It's a rough.
Safi.
What are you talking about? I'm sorry. I would corrupt you, my love. I would corrupt you. I'm so sorry. Cranes? Yeah. It's another question. I'm sorry, Nori. I should be reading chat. I'm starting to go too far forward here.
You're fine. some of these are just in the moment, and they just
Yeah.
it's fine. You know, if you start to sound like you're going to answer something that ooh, time out, I'll pull you back, but you're fine. Chat's getting wild right now. It's perfectly fine.
I would absolutely corrupt you, and you're too innocent. You're too innocent for that.
She's too. Oh, Safi? Mm.
Yeah.
You don't know her very well.
Look, I'm just saying. Bold of you to assume I can be corrupted. I know you got a dark side. Well, save it for DreamHack. Save it for DreamHack.
Wow. Brow. Let's see. Miss. Oh, yeah. Where are we at? Wow. We're the cycle back up here. Good God. Done that one. Done that one. We just finished doing that one. I am Grubs would like to know. No, we did that one already. That one. Okay, there we go. Rowan's cosplay. Is that an Assassin's Creed tattoo I see? Yes.
Yes, it is. Not
Absolutely, totally is.
And again, I got 2 more that I will not be showing on stream.
Miss Hills would like to know, will you actually put up the nun painting that she is painting for you, or planning on painting for you?
Yes. I told you whenever you suggested it. If you did paint it up, if you painted it for me, I would 100% put it up on the wall. Absolutely. Would I be terrified looking at it just about every morning if I got up, you know? Yes, absolutely.
No, see, what you do is you hang that from the ceiling. That gives you that much incentive to get out of bed sooner rather than later.
Ooh. My bed is a very safe space. That does not make it a safe space. I don't know if I like that idea.
You know, yes. Chat's backing me up on this one. They think it's a fantastic idea.
Absolutely, Hales. I told you once and I'll tell you it again. Hold on. Just, I'll take my glasses off so that way you understand that I'm being straight up with you here. If you painted it for me and you went through all that effort to send it to me, you made the glowing eyes, you did all the shenanigans with it, absolutely, I would put it up on the wall right there. And so that way, anytime I stream, it'd be right there behind me. And I'd probably get spooked out every time I looked up at the camera.
Oh, yes. The glasses have come off. That's when you know she's serious.
I'm being serious. I can't look at my eyes.
Cover it with the sheet until someone... And Rutherford asked about the console because he has a southern bite. It says council.
Council? Oh, that's fine. I got it. Console. I very over enunciate the first bit of that. Console.
Mm. Now, okay, so I'm going to ask just because I can. I do a lot of work at the as a developer, and even before then, I was a sysadmin and tech support and whatnot, and so I do a lot of work at the console.
Okay.
Are you a keyboard commando, or do you prefer the GUI interface?
Ooh. It would depend. I'm not gonna lie. Oh.
I mean, it would depend.
I like both. I'm not gonna lie, because like there are some benefits to the interface, so that way I don't actually have to think about it. But inside of a console, if I know it really well and I know what I'm looking for, it's a lot faster just to type it out and hit enter and go through the different commands for it.
It's keyboard commando all the time. I find I actually have to think a lot more when I'm poking around in the GUI because I have to remember what menu they buried the stupid toggle on.
That's fair. That's fair. I do get that. But
It
I
is
don't know.
like,
I guess it just depends on the mood. Because like if I already know what I'm looking for, um, I'd rather just do the commands in the console. But if I'm lost, I'd rather sit there and like really go through and open everything up and see where it's at.
no way. That's far too much time. Mm-mm. Nope.
I
I will.
I have
I
patience
will.
sometimes. And my not patience. Patience is not the word. I'm stubborn. Is what I think is what it is. I'm stubborn.
I think that's probably the more accurate term is stubborn.
Oh, I'm stubborn as a mule. I'll tell you.
I am Grubs would like to know, why do you want Ezio turned into a dog?
Sir, it was already too soon when I saw the question initially.
Well, we waited. We've had some time between then and now. So
I'm still triggered by it, man. I'm still triggered. For those who don't know, in Assassin's Creed, my goodness, in Full Metal Alchemist, there is a scene where a dog and a little girl gets transmuted into an abomination, bless its heart. And because I have, both of these symbols on my arm, Grubs is asking, it's not the symbol for that, Grubs. That's not even what the symbol is. But yeah, don't combine the two. I combined two of my favorite pieces of work, especially at the time, 2010s here.
Right.
Being the Assassin's Creed series and the Full Metal Alchemist series. I combined them to make one special tattoo for myself, and yeah.
Now,
Don't
to
do
be
that.
fair, that particular scene in Full Metal Alchemist, which I find is rather interesting, was actually pulled out in Brotherhood, the second version where they came back. I'm like, why would you rip that? First off, you did all of that the wrong way. They completely shuffled around episodes, which was irritating enough as it was. And then they chopped out whole portions that had so much meaning. To try and appeal to a wider audience. And I'm like, what are you doing? That's just terrible. Absolute hot garbage. And while I don't agree with what occurred during that point, I will say that was a very big learning and turning point for Edward.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
And that needed to be there for the character, because that helped that character grow with that story. That was a very big growth point for him. And then just rip it out like that. I mean, what were you thinking?
Well, even in that story point, like, how do you say it? It's more not an ultimatum, but it helps him create like a solid line of saying, "Hey, I recognize as something that's not something that should be done. I recognize that that's the type of thing that I want to fight against in this world and try to make better from this world." And yeah, no, I agree. Them taking it out definitely doesn't help the character development, but it definitely is there. Should be there. Sorry, I started reading chat. It should be there. 100%. As sad as it is, it should 100% be there.
It needs to be there. It needs to be part of that particular, because it's a very big growth point for Elric. And I hate watching it. So when I go back and rewatch it again, only about every third or fourth rewatch through that series will I stop and actually watch that episode all the way through. Most times I'll skip it.
Yeah. Oh, once was enough. Once was enough.
Full Metal Assassin's Creed.
That'd be cool though.
No. I'm gonna say no. Hang on.
Is it a graphics card that you're building a puzzle in? I keep looking over at it.
Close. Very close. Very close, but not quite.
The red is what's throwing me off.
Mm-hmm. Very close to that one. What is... Yeah, really? Oh, there we go. I think the better one would be Assassin's Creed mixed with Attack on Titans. Could you imagine Ezio with 3D moving gear?
That would be interesting. That would be interesting. I think the game would be way too fast paced though. If you gave Ezio, look at me being fucking practical with it. If you gave the Assassin's Creed character that much mobility,
I think it'd be fantastic.
I think it'd be too much. I think it'd make the game far too fast paced. It'd be like trying to be Spider-Man through ancient Rome. You know what I mean?
But that would be fantastic. That would be fun.
It would be cool.
I
Don't
like
get me wrong,
Spider-Man.
it'd be cool.
Look, I like Spider-Maning through New York City. Can you Spider-Man now through ancient Rome, whatnot? That's, could you imagine just swinging through the Colosseum?
As fun as that would be, as fun as that would be, with the gameplay that Assassin's Creed is, where there's like you're doing a lot of stealth and like murder, essentially, assassinations. There you go.
But yes,
yeah,
but a lot of them is just a matter
It would really
of
help just to see Ezio go swinging through the middle of the of like some ball he's trying to sneak through, you know.
Okay, but you spend a lot of your time getting up to the rooftops, clamber around on roof buildings, leaping from rooftop to rooftop. This is not going to be that much different.
True. I mean, that is very true. All right, it'd be fun though. I would enjoy the mashup. I would definitely play it if Ezio had like the mobility of that. Absolutely, I would definitely play it.
Mm-hmm. New mod coming. Saying
Brother,
boo
there was no
Herms.
hate for your comment. Grubs got all the hate from his half, from his question.
Yeah, that dog and his girl are inseparable. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that.
You're not wrong. There's no hate to be had.
No, no, that was his comment. The dog and the girl are inseparable.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no hate to be had from there because it's just straight facts.
Miss Hales Vanon would like to know what game you think should be turned into a show.
What game should be turned into a show? Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. That's a tough one. Because if I say one and they make it bad, I'd be devastated.
But that's the way it always is, though, right? You like hope for the best, and that's all you really can do until management gets a hold of it and then just cockneys the whole thing up.
Game should they make into a show? I'm gonna cop out and say Baldur's Gate because I think that'd be really interesting and like, because you could really break that down and get like a good amount of seasons out of it. You know what I mean? Maybe not as many as Game of Thrones, but you could get a lot of seasons out of it. And if it's done well, I think it need to be animated though. As much as I would love to see live action Karlach or Astarion, I think it would need to be animated.
You think so?
Yeah. You could definitely do it, live action, but I think with some of the visual effects for the different spells and things like that, I think it'd be much easier to do it animated.
Well, it was like when they first put out the original Street Fighter.
Right.
We all watched that. We were like, yeah. Well, and you literally watched the entire movie to see the Hadouken from Ryo. And you get a flash off screen and a guy flying, and you hear Ryo do the Hadouken noise, and you see this guy fly. There's a flash, and he's flung out of this off the screen, and that's about as good as it gets. And you're like, I remember watching it in there. I'm like, yes, all right, they did it, and I was happy for that. Like,
right.
We're not talking about they have to I think that you could do the spells, but rather you could show like the aftermath of said spell going off.
I just don't need a repeat of Avatar: The Last Airbender when that movie came out, like what 2010, 2012. And they're like Ong, like no, I don't need a repeat of that. So can we just?
I'd be honest, I was not really that impressed with that movie when it came out.
Yeah. No, I'm glad. You should not have been impressed at all with that movie. It was fucking garbage. Oh, my boy Aang deserved better.
Go ahead. Tell us how you really feel about it.
It is total garbage. That's how I really feel about it. I mean, there's just so much that they could have done with it, and the fact that they just mispronunciates the main character's name over and over and over again. Like, I mispronunciate words on my own, but like intentionally get somebody's name like that was the first and last straw. I'm not gonna lie. It was too much.
It's
too much.
Unfortunately, it is just a thing that does happen.
Garbage. Thank you. I'm glad you agree with me. Oh, utter fucking garbage. I want my $10 back.
Speaking of Eleanor, who you were just agreeing with, he would like to know what your ideal cake and icing combination is.
So, I am not necessarily a sweets person, but I do like I like ice cream cake a lot more than I like regular cake. I do like, if I were to get like a regular cake, a vanilla cake's fine with like a what is it, like a whipped butter icing? Oh, what is it called? I don't know what it's called. I don't eat cake that often. Cheesecake. I love cheesecake. Absolutely love buttercream. Thank you, Grubs. Buttercream icing instead of like the regular icing. It's lighter, I guess. But even then, I'd have to have like a small piece. It's too sweet for me, and it's almost like, especially birthday cakes. They
don't even get me started on birthday cakes. Jesus.
But I'm just saying cakes you have at your birthday. Sorry, not like birthday cake as like the flavor birthday cake.
No, I'm just talking about birthday cakes in general. They're just large cube of sugar.
Yeah. It's just even the thought of it right now, like eating and digesting, and like I can't. So if I were to choose, I'd rather have like as like a birthday cake type of thing. I'd rather have an ice cream cake, and then we can also skip the ice cream cake entirely and just get me a slice of cheesecake. Done. Oh, DEF CON. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I'm so happy for you. That's so great. I love that. She is a saint. Absolutely.
Totally. Let's see where we at. Squickster says, have we talked about Charles because he is a part of the Haley experience?
We have not talked about Charles. So Charles is my cat. He attempts to murder me on a regular basis. Yes, to my son, I am talking about you. I'm gonna see if I can pull him. He's asleep right now. Can I pull him into the limelight briefly? Hold on, son. He's like, Mom, what are you doing? Here he is. He's like, he's very upset that I am moving him right now. So I'm gonna put him back. He's like, Mom, I was over here sleeping, living my best life. Yeah, he's asleep right now. Or was. So I'm just gonna throw some Charles emotes. On my channel, he is most of my emotes, I'm not gonna lie. The rest of them are memes. He's camera ready at the moment. It's true. If for those who watch my streams consistently, I literally will be sitting here playing a game, doing my thing, typing away, and you just see Charles come across the screen, and he just stops middle of the screen. Excuse me, and I can't see anything. I'm fucking blind. So yeah, there you go. Here's all the emotes.
Charles is a feast for the eyes. He knows he's a sexy beast, and he comes waltzing into the middle of her stream. and will wholeheartedly let you know exactly who's in charge.
It's true. Hold on. There's I think there's one that, there you go. I think I have a few that are locked behind some things. But there's there you go. A few of the extra ones. Between like biddies and stuff like that, but there you go. You got the
Yeah,
Charles emote.
I have a cat that hangs out with me in my office during my work day, and when I'm in my work meetings with the camera turned on and I'm talking to my fellow coworkers and whatnot, my white cat likes to come along and present his hind end to the camera.
Anytime Charles says that, I always give him the modesty hand. So I'm not giving everybody I'm not blinding everybody with my son's ass, I guess.
I
The black hole
generally
sun, some would call it.
I usually just reach between his legs and grab his tail and pull it down to cover it over. I'm like, there, you can modestly cover your own self. And he kind of looks at me every time and he's like, are you kidding me right now? And then he'll get up and move on his own. But yeah.
Right. Yeah, Squeaky. That's my son. Charles, live my life. The only man I'd probably ever marry in my life.
You don't know
or I could
that.
stand to live with.
That may not be nearly as true of a statement as you think it might be. You never know. You never know what tomorrow's going to bring.
You never know.
You really don't. Let's see. Oh, we're back at it again. Miss Vision says, kiss, marry, kill.
Another
Valak,
one? Who?
Valak, Annabelle, and the Grunge Lady.
Oh, no.
Hi, Charles.
Oh, he's poking his head out. Hey, baby. Oh, no. Oh. The Grudge Lady, Annabelle. Annabelle's the other one that I can't. Oh. Oh, man. Okay. So. Hey,
Don't worry, Sandy. We'll get an answer. You know me well enough by now to know that she's not going to get off out of this one.
I really got to think about it. So, like, the Grudge Lady.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like the fact that she does like the whole like backwards thing, and like crawls at you. I can't do that. So I would kill the Grudge Lady. 100%. Yeah. The moment that she like fucking went on her back and like her, did the little crawl thing, I can't. No, I can't. Hi, handsome.
Rutherford, you're really close. It is not just a circuit board. It is a specific type of board. And it is not a motherboard.
I think I would. Okay. I'm gonna have to kiss Annabelle because I mean she is kind of contained and you can contain her, so I can live with the fact that you can contain her. All right, I can live with that fact. I would have to marry Valak for undisclosed reasons that I've already disclosed, but I do not feel comfortable disclosing in this interview. But
that's fair.
For those who know.
If you know, you know.
I would marry Valak, as terrible and terrifying as that would be. Ugh. She scares the fuck out of me, y'all.
So you're killing the Grunge Lady, huh?
Yeah. So like Annabelle, here's the thing. Like if I was gonna marry something, I don't like a partner or whoever it is, I wouldn't want to keep them caged. You know what I mean? So like even if like Annabelle and I like, oh God, I can't believe we're having this fucking conversation. But like, like we kissed or whatever, but like she could be contained. She'll be fine with it, consensually. And then she just goes back in her case thing. But like if I was like with a partner with somebody, I wouldn't want to lock them up all the time, Like Valak has her own tendencies. I'm trying to make this sound good. I don't
I
know.
don't know how you're going
That's
to
my
do
answer.
that. You just-
That's my answer. Kiss, marry, kill, marry Valak, kiss Annabelle, and fucking kill the Grudge Leader. That's my answer.
It's fantastic.
It's going the way you want it. I'm glad. I'm glad.
I guess Miss Sandy Vision is looking for I don't know what she's looking for with this one, but she says Sandy Vision says, please say are you lost baby girl? Oh, there you go. Please say, are you lost baby girl? There you
Okay.
go. Like, why can I not read that all of a sudden? My brain just would not read those words.
I'm gonna do it in a southern accent. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Oh, you lost, baby girl. There you go.
I feel like we're just getting
is
sound
everything that
bites
you
for the
dreamed
gun
of.
show.
Jim. Don't get embarrassed. You're gonna make me blush.
I think that's what we've been on point for doing all the evening long so far.
Clutching my pearls, oh my. You warm the cockles of my heart. Oh man,
Well,
it's good.
I do declare.
I do declare. My oh my oh my.
Brotherford would like to know, does Old Faithful like the PC smut?
I think so. She hasn't complained yet. You know, it's really funny. I actually have a hard disk still in there. She's still kicking. It's still kicking. It screams every once in a while. But you know, just a little love tap, and you know, like the Fonz, he's fucking tap on the jukebox a little bit. He fucking picks right back up. You know. Uh, granted on the hard disk, I don't have anything of value anyways. It's just it's been there. It's been there since the beginning. You know, living its best life. Granted, I have like 6 hard drives in this thing, so.
I've got pictures of you now at this point, getting ready for midweek Mass Effects. The hard drive kicks up, and you were like, "Bonk, hey,
hey." It kind of is how it happens, because like I have my desk and it has like a shelf almost, an open shelf that it just kind of sits in right underneath the desk, and I just kind of give a little love tap and just. I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna give it the finger guns. But no, Old Faithful and I, we've been through a lot together, and you know, again, she's just more sentimental than anything. That's the only reason why I haven't bought a new one. I keep upgrading her.
Well,
because I don't want to get rid of it.
I mean, functionally, what we're talking about here is we're talking about the difference between keeping a case versus keeping a computer.
Right.
You can be holding on to a case. So like ATX or even a mini ATX or a micro ATX, they're all still the same form factor, and board over board, upgrade after upgrade, you could technically stay in the same case for years at a time and be just fine. Like the motherboard specifications for sizes and how to hook those power connections up for the buttons on the front end of those things doesn't change very often. We're still using USB, and the 3.5 millimeter audio connections for mic and speakers. So like all of those are still there, but I mean, technically the motherboard would have it on the back end since it's still the same ATX form factor. You can get away with it. So honestly, Old Faithful wouldn't be Old Faithful. Old Faithful would go through a skin lift, a facelift. Well, in this case, we're scooping out the interiors and replacing them with something new.
Right,
all the time.
right. It's been a few years since I've upgraded. Granted, you know what's really sad. It's just because you know, I don't know what it is, but I had a 970, like the Fallout 4 970 NVIDIA graphics card for the longest time. I just switched it out like last year for like a 2070. It worked fine, though. It worked fine.
I feel like I went on a tirade of computer parts and jargons there, and you had some kind of interaction that I missed during that.
I don't know what you mean, Nori. I don't know what you mean.
Miss Hales Vanon says, Haley, I saw that.
Ain't nothing to see but this gun show, baby girl. Ain't nothing to see.
Careful, careful, ladies. She's likely to put out both barrels.
I'm sorry. What? Oh dear, oh my. I can't put out both guns at the same time. That's too much. That's too much. My camera might fry itself.
I just no. I had several really naughty things to say about at that point, and I'm like, no, we can't say those things. What?
Are you not
No.
entertained? Are you not entertained?
No.
You get demands in chat now. Demands. I see you. If there's one thing you should know about me, Nori, I'm always here for the bit. I'm always here for the bit. So there is a photo out there of me in a costume or a mascot, I should say, in a mascot outfit. I won't say what it is, but there is a photo out there. The black dress. What do you mean the black dress? Is where the emote came from, Sandy. That was me in a black dress.
My.
I'll do anything. Well, just about anything for a bit. Just about anything. Let me clarify.
There is a clip around here on my channel, at least, where I'm like, we'll stick with the bit.
Why am I not wearing it?
You have to commit.
Oh, Nori, I'll have to look
to
up
the
that
bit.
clip.
Commit to the bit.
I commit.
Yep.
I commit. Maybe
What
a little
was the
too
name of
hard
that? Almost anything takes pants off. Wow.
Man.
Okay, just be fair, right? During
Almost anything.
Zodicus had his Talk Tuesday, and he did his Talk Tuesday without pants on because he said it was more comfortable.
There, you only see waist up anyways, so I get it. If it makes Soto comfortable, absolutely. I'm getting vapors.
As long as you're
It
having
was a
fun
joke,
at the end.
Sandy. Fine, I'm forced to explain this fucking joke. Okay. So when Sandy said almost anything takes off pants or taking up pants off, Sandy gets on to me about wearing jeans all the time, and I'll give you a little bit of a slutty leg here. She gets on to me about wearing jeans all the time, and I was like, all right, well then I'll just take off my pants. So then I stood up and just put my hands like where my belt would be, and she was like, ma'am, no. And I was like, it was just a fucking joke. Calm down. Just a joke. It was just a joke. It was just a joke. You don't act like you wouldn't have liked it anyway. My goodness. You're out here screaming and hollering at a joke. And you're over here rizzing me up half the time anyways. Calm down. Let's calm down.
She doth
I did it
protest
once,
a bit
and then
too
I had
much.
to do it again because then we had to explain it to Hales because then she came in right afterwards. So with impeccable timing as always.
She doth protest a bit too much, I think.
Swift Squirrel, how you doing?
Hello, Squirrel. Welcome in. Oh yeah, we have tons of fantastic, fabulous, and amazing people hanging out here. It has been I don't know that poor Haley has not had a moment where she hasn't had a break, except for I think earlier on we let her get up, go refill her water bowl.
Yeah.
Her glass.
I'm good. I'm hanging out. I'm living my best life unless you want a break.
Dude, no. Are you kidding me? I do this on the regular. Bring it on.
Wait, did you say water ball?
Water bottle.
Water,
Bottle.
yes, bottle. Yes, bottle.
Has escaped from the Nephlings for a moment. Nice. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work, Sandy. Miss Sandy Visions would like to know, how often do you let your Alexa do porn noises?
Just the one time, because we had heard that Alexa does make sex noises, and I asked Alexa to. Sorry, making sure she's not. I asked Lady A to, and she did it. I was surprised. I didn't believe it would happen, but she did. Absolutely did. I was surprised. Absolutely surprised by it.
Yeah. That brings up so many more questions now. I'm not even certain where to even start on that one.
Rutherford, thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate you stopping by and asking some questions.
Well, I think we'll.
Thank you. Hey, every Wednesday for midweek Mass Effect, Rutherford. Every Wednesday.
It's just fine. Take care, Rutherford. We'll see you on the next time. And that is a man who can play some Final Fantasy.
I've got some of his streams. It's too good. Oh, look, it's a Patu. Yes. No.
It's a Patu. Huh. Interesting.
Sorry, it's one of my buddies.
No, just fine. Just fine. Hey, you're welcome to it. That's what it's here for. It gives people something to do while watching and listening and talking and interacting. It's good fun. This actually was a suggestion. This particular puzzle thing was a suggestion by Zodicus, actually. Because normally there's a little robot light show game I was playing in the background, and he's like, no, you should do this. People can get involved, and
I like the puzzle.
It seems to be more fun.
I like the puzzle more than the filament game that you played. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it's just fine. That's nice. why we moved to it. Rutherford would like to know, what would be your death row final meal?
My death row final meal. That's a fantastic question.
That counts.
You should be up to 4 at this point, huh? Oh my goodness. You know what? I would do some homemade gravy biscuits. Milk gravy though. Homemade from scratch. I'd also want a slice of cheesecake. None of this is gonna go together, but I'm just naming a bunch of my favorite food.
Take care, Squirrel. You'll have to share the cookbook with the rest of us too, because that sounds fantastic.
And get like a bacon cheeseburger. Oh, yes. Again, none of these foods are gonna go together, but like, it's some of my favorite. Top 3. Bye, Squirrel. Thank you so much. Top 3 favorite foods right there: cheesecake, bacon cheeseburgers, and some homemade gravy biscuits. Some gravy you make from scratch, not from the packet.
I was going to say, wait, where are you getting your gravy? Like, yeah. And that's, yeah, that's all I can think of right now is gravy. It's like, ooh, that sounds, I gotta go, damn it.
Some good gravy biscuits.
It never seems to fail though. Like,
here.
Oh no. Just like you won't get good cornbread up north either.
It's true. It's very true. They do have good corn though. I just noticed that this little chilling toads on my little Discord thing. There we go.
They have corn up there. That's fine. But cornbread, no. What they have is cake.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like it ain't the same. It ain't the same.
I remember the my heartache and disappointment first time I went, and it's like, oh look, they got cornbread.
Well,
Cool.
it's the same thing with
No,
like
no,
cornbread.
that's
It's literally like a loaf that they give you. Um, what else? There's something else I was talking about the other day with somebody.
terrible. Just terrible.
Barbecue. Barbecue ain't the same up here.
Oh no.
So
Don't
for
get
example,
Zoda started on barbecue now.
oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was a trigger word, but especially where I'm from in Carolina, you get two bases. You have your vinegar base, which is my favorite, and you also have ketchup base barbecue out there.
No.
So.
No.
Or tomato
Ketchup's
base.
just-
I don't know why I said ketchup. I didn't know why I said ketchup.
I'm like,
Tomato base.
yeah. Okay.
Sorry. Tomato base or vinegar base barbecue. I'm so
Ketchup's
sorry.
just disgusting. I can't stand ketchup.
You know, I can get, speared on a pike for this, but if I have eggs, I like to have ketchup with it.
No.
So.
That would be an all you sort of thing. So okay. There's some history behind this, right? So my ex-wife made meatloaf. Swore up and down it was her famous meatloaf. Everybody loved eating her meatloaf. That was the best thing to eat. So she was going to make me meatloaf, and I was going to love it and would demand for it all the time. I have never been a big meatloaf fan.
Mm-hmm.
And up until that point, I was okay eating the occasional odd meatloaf. When I say what was put in front of me was anything but a traditional meatloaf, you got to understand the understatement that is the statement of that was anything but traditional meatloaf.
I see. I'm the same way. I'm not a big meatloaf lover either, but
What was put in front of me? What was put in front of me was a slab of meat that looked like it was still bleeding. Now, it was cooked all the way through, but there was no meat taste to it. It was gelatinous, meaty ketchup. Her recipe calls for not one, but two 64 ounces bottles of ketchup.
What?
To call it a
Why so much
meatloaf
ketchup?
is a gross understatement.
A couple of cups. That's all you need.
No,
2 64-ounce bottles?
It's the vilest thing you've ever even looked at or put in your mouth. There is just no. It's
just ketchup. It's just
chunky
ketchup.
It's chunky ketchup is what it is. And it is warm, chunky ketchup. It is just no. There is nothing right about it.
Oh God.
And it tastes every bit as bad as you can imagine it does. Like people are like, oh, we'll do Bean Boozled channel. I'm like, you know what? I'll eat a handful of those things, and it won't faze me nearly as bad as if you put a plate of that in front of me again. There's just no. No.
Hey, baby. No, I can't. I can't with that. That's too much. I can't.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. Do you get your food? Do you find your food today, Victoria?
After that, I haven't been able to eat ketchup again. I'm just like, no.
That's understandable. That's understandable.
There's what on that ketchup? Now I'm out. Pass.
It sounds like more like a food crime than actual food. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely disgusting, Johnny.
It's a crime against the beef. And we're not even talking about like expensive beef. We're talking like the cheap Walmart
like
brand ground beef. And it's still a crime against that, what she did to that. It's just no.
That's unnecessary. Absolutely unnecessary.
Well, yeah, it's just no.
There you go, bub.
Fun fact, here in Germany, we don't put any ketchup into the meatloaf. Fun fact, most of the people that I've eaten, that I've had meatloaf before, never put ketchup in it or on it.
And on the meatloaf?
Yep.
Oh, I mean, he
They
doesn't
don't add
need
it.
it. You know what I mean? It's just depending on the region you have and the culture. Sorry, Charles. Put a smell on the camera there. You've never
uh,
had ketchup with meatloaf? Most people
y-
put it in the mixture with the meat, or sometimes they just put a little bit on top.
yep.
I'm not really a big meatloaf fan. Um, it's just a lot of meat. Sorry, Charles. Um, and like it doesn't usually have a good flavor to it. I mean, some people put like green peppers and onions and stuff. I can't do onions
No,
either,
why
so it
not?
doesn't help. Yeah, it's a texture thing. I understand, like I don't mind cooking with onions. Like say if it's more for like a flavor thing, that's fine, but like raw onions, no, absolutely not.
Interesting. Raw onions aren't
Um,
bad. I won't eat a raw onion, but definitely cook with them. Uh,
yeah.
Onions are good.
If it's mixed in something, I'm not gonna go through go through and try to remove it from the meal. But especially if it's raw onions, absolutely not. It's got to be cooked at least. Then I can maybe tolerate and not taste it if I'm swallowing it down with something else. But like onions in general, no, absolutely not.
My younger brother was exactly the same way. Couldn't stand onions. And then my mom would make hash browns. And so one morning she made hash browns and she cut up an onion into the hash browns and fed it to me. He was like, best thing ever. Like, okay, well, you just ate a bunch of onions, by the way. Refused to eat hash browns ever again after that.
Oh, bless his heart.
Like, why would you tell him? Just be glad he ate the onions and let's move on with life.
Right.
Yeah, but that was the time that we grew up. Our parents were not always the nicest people in the world.
Well,
uh,
generational type of thing. I get it.
CPT would like to know, what is your guilty pleasure movie and why?
Ooh, The Mummy. 100% The Mummy.
Which
I cannot
The Mummy?
do just The Mummy, the 1999 Brendan Fraser film,
Okay, so not
Mummy.
the original Curse of King Tut's Tomb
No,
was that 1970? 19, yeah,
no,
1970.
no. I love
Okay.
that movie. Actually, I think I've watched it more times than I can count. Because I used to drive a lot up and down the East Coast for my previous job, and I would just
Mm-hmm.
put The Mummy on, and drive, the 6, 7 hours. I'd put The Mummy on, and they also had The Mummy 2 loaded up, ready to go. Um, oh, beautiful, beautiful film. So that's my guilty pleasure film. If I'm just like if I'm just looking for something to kind of play in the background, whatever, I'll throw that on.
Now, okay.
Hmm.
Nope. Had it. It was gone.
Okay.
Favorite moment from the movie?
Um, Probably when he throws the chair. When he throws the chair at what's his face? I don't remember the names of the people.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, when Brendan Flavor just
The
takes it, just pop.
hits him in the back of the knee and takes him down.
Yeah.
That's a good point in the movie. Now, I like the part where he holds up the cat and scares the guy out of the room. Like, hey,
That
look
is
at this.
true.
Ah!
That is very true. That is very true.
Though I will be honest too. At the same token, the point where he's reforming up and then chews on the scarab that crawls in and around his teeth was pretty spot on as well.
Right. Right.
Snack,
It's
crunch,
such...
crunch.
Hold on. Charles, what can I do for you, my son?
Yep.
Are you hanging out? I don't know how much of the chaos you can see. He's like, he wants to be in my lap and hang out with me, but then he also wants to be on the desk. He just hasn't quite decided what he
Right.
wants to do just
Hasn't
yet.
figured out where he wants to go.
All right, my apologies.
DEFCON 01 asks, crayons or crayons?
I've said it both ways, but crayons.
Hmm.
I say them both ways, so crayons.
Oh, Miss Safi would like to know, as an Assassin's Creed fan, which one is your favorite, and which would you recommend someone to start with if they've never played the series before?
Between the first three, Brotherhood was always my favorite because it had the most innovation. It added the most features to the game series up until that point. My overall favorite so far has got to be Black Flag, even though it's not necessarily an Assassin's Creed game for most people would say it to be. It's just the seafaring is done so well in that game. Absolutely adore it. So Brotherhood and Black Flag are my top two favorite Assassin's Creed games. I always 100% the Assassin's Creed games. The last, like, the new generation ones are kind of hard to do. But yeah, if you were to start out with them, I would probably start out with like Assassin's Creed 2. Like, start off with the Ezio story. You know what I mean? But Black Flag, if you have never played that game and you like a good seafaring game, perfect. Jim, thank you so much for hanging on. I know it's super late for you. Mini whisk for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Jim, have yourself a fantastic rest of your evening. Rest well, sleep well, and wake up tomorrow refreshed and ready to be the absolute fantastic and amazing person that we already know you are. Take care now.
Mini whisk for you. Oh, I just saw some of these comments. Oh yeah, when he screams back at them and Mummy screams at him and he screams back at him. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Lots of good moments in there.
Good night, Jim.
No,
Good sleep. Love you.
Which one was that? Just gonna say I have been playing an Assassin's Creed that I got my hands on. It was on. I got to go look it up.
Is it Origins, like out in Egypt? Is it
No, it's not Origins.
Odyssey when you're
Yep, it's Odyssey.
Greek? Yep.
Now I like the seafaring combat there in Odyssey. I thought that was a touch nice. Though the controls on that one can get a little I think that's my big issue.
Like, it's not that, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's fucking terrible. Comparatively to Black Flag, it's fucking terrible.
I played Black Flag, so there you go. I don't have anything to compare to.
Odyssey, the seafaring, it's very clunky. You know what I mean? It's very clunky to me. I tried 100%ing that game. I couldn't. It's a lot.
It is a lot. I've looked at it so far, and I'm not even trying to 100% it at this point because it's like it's just too much.
Yeah, the newer generations, there's just way too much content nowadays.
I feel like they just built in a bunch of DLCs before they released it, and like, look, here is an astronomical bunch of stuff so that we can go and not work on this anymore.
Yeah, basically, sometimes they absolutely sometimes do it. Though I do say that I love that character, Cassandra. I love that character. Her, you know, the environment, it was very, very repetitive.
Right.
Oh, Miss Pat, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you.
It is the fabulous and one and only Hottie Potty. I have met this lovely, fantastic woman in person, and let me tell you, the name does not disappoint.
Yeah, you know, she just started screaming too.
Yes, I know.
She played The Witcher last time. It was fucking fantastic.
It was amazing. She had her sound set up good too. I was there during like the initial, the first couple of times her and Sandy were streaming, reading a book and whatnot. And those were lovely, but she has definitely come a much further way of getting her sound set up a little cleaner, a little crisper. It's
Right.
lovely.
Oh
Absolutely.
no, you got hit with an ad. Well, Miss Hot Iron Pat, welcome in. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I'm glad you dropped by. For those of you, I'm gonna give a little shout out
Shame.
here. For those of you who are not already following Miss Hot Iron Pot, please do so. She's new to the streaming community. We're gonna try
Well,
to get to her affiliate if we can.
you want
A
that?
little
You got that.
SO.
We can. Well, so
Please,
I
please.
have all of like the normal shout outs turned off, but we can still put up the official Twitch one that should put a link up in the trying
There
to
we
get over
go.
here. Yes. Yeah. So, make certain that little heart there is ticked off and lit up, because you wouldn't
Absolutely.
want to miss a moment of that. Now we can absolutely put that up there.
Oh, the Witcher 3 content was fucking amazing. The fact that you looked at the tutorial and it's like, I don't need that. I'll be fine. And then not 30 minutes later, can we go back to the tutorial? Is there a way to go do that again? Fucking love it.
No.
I love it.
Yeah. But we all do that sort of thing. It's Miss Hottie, it is a never-ending thing that we do when we stream, is to constantly fidget and fiddle and tweak things and try to make them all better and everything else. I think that's, like, I myself and me and Miss Haley were talking about this before stream started tonight. I start my streams, I start prepping for the stream 30 minutes ahead of time, and I'm in here doing sound checks and making certain all the game is loaded, all the videos done right, and network's not doing anything squirrely, and
oh yeah. It's a constant fiddle. You just gotta keep tweaking it and moving around, keep it doing. You gotta keep it doing what you gotta do.
And then you turn around and you like add new things to it, and you're like, oh, I hope this doesn't break. And then some clod, comes in there and mashes the button a billion times, and you're like, you weren't supposed to do this, but I'm not surprised that somebody has done this.
Oh, it always
Why
works
would
like
you
that.
do
Or something
that?
will start lagging out. It's a constant battle. Constant battle.
Hey, welcome back, Safi. What did you miss? You missed Miss Hot Iron Pot coming in and saying hello. So, we've had a visit from, I think, the entirety of the regime team.
Yeah.
Save, I think, AR has not popped in here, but I think that's it from that. Well, AR and Bear, I think, is what makes up your entire stream team at this point. Miss Hottie would like for you to rehash what prompted you to start streaming. She's curious about that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I used to stream way back in the day. So we'll say, really consistently in 2018 to 2020. COVID happened. I kind of gave it up for a while. My schedule was so far out of whack. I couldn't stay consistent with it. So I pretty much gave it up until recently, as in like November-ish. After hanging around with these cool kids, I was like, maybe I should start streaming again. Fuck it, why not? Why not? So I revamped the channel, kind of dug in. Like, there's still some things that are left from my old crew when I used to stream. But yeah, so I met all these cool kids. I'm like, oh, I should start streaming again. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to do again. So, because I enjoy it. Oh, thanks, Hales. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I enjoy it.
She's doing fantastic, right?
Right now my only day I can really do it consistently is on Wednesdays, and we have midweek Mass Effect on Wednesdays. Every Wednesday night, it usually start between 6 and 7, typically 7. Eastern,
show up,
and we go for about 2 hours.
Catch the gun show, and watch her riz up Commander Shepard.
Commander Shepard's got that dress on right now because we're in Mass Effect 2. She's got the dress on as a tribute to our freestyling dance teacher. And thank you. It's again, we'll rehash that a little bit. So it's the Assassin's Creed logo with the Full Metal Alchemist logo.
There you go. There you go. Right? It's fantastic. We love it.
Staff. Staff, I don't know if you can handle my Riz though. Full blown Riz. I'll corrupt you.
Chuck, good
Grubs,
day.
no. Grubs, don't bring that in here.
And thank you for all the well wishes. Let's see. Next one from Brotherford. If you had to fuse the last 2 video games you played and live in that new world, what hellscape are we going to get?
So the last 2 video games that I played was File Destined and Mass Effect 2. Like one's a horror game where you're like with a lighter going through and like realizing that you're in a insane asylum, you know, or like you're in a VR thing, reliving your worst nightmare. And then the other one's just Mass Effect 2, where you're a space commander flying out and saving the world. So I don't know how that would really mesh up.
Well, I don't think you would have to worry about.
Right. Nope, that's from my stream. No, you're right. We did play Double Enemy. So now we have. So I guess technically, the last 2 games would be that, right? Sorry, Hales. We did play Double Enemy. I forgot that was on this past Thursday. Wow, time flies. Another horror game. Yeah, so I see a lot of horror in my future. I don't do very well with horror genre in general.
No, one bit. It is so much fun to watch her do it too.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Should absolutely be showing up for
when it comes to horror stuff. Oh,
between watching you and Gem doing horror, that's fantastic. Hales has some really good moments as well, but doesn't really like jump and scream nearly as much as you and Gem does.
There's been times where like someone played an audio sound and like I had my hands underneath the desk and like when I get startled, I put my hands up, and I there's been times where I've punched my desk trying to move my hands up from being startled. So now I play with my hands above the desk and then I immediately get back into my stance like I'm about to fight somebody. Hales, I appreciate it. Between you and my safety pillow, I think I can get through just about any horror game.
I'm trying to convince Hales that she wants to come do some content warning with us.
She's been looking to play.
We'll do some commercials with nasty things as backdrop characters to it.
I think it'd be fun. Yeah, I know she's been looking for someone to play with it, so I think that would be such a great collab right there.
Oh, we had so much fun with that one. When we did that last week on Friday, it was I laughed, yelled, and laughed some more. It was fine. There are some things that like, okay, yeah, that's fine. It's not really that scary,
right?
So we'll tease, we'll torment, we'll whatever. And then there are other things that you're like, what was that? And you're like, what are you talking about? And it just poofs into appearance and grabs a hold of you. And you're just like, oh my God.
Right.
A little jump scary.
It can be, absolutely. Especially like they have, what are those barnacle things in the ceiling?
Oh, yeah.
And they can jump down and just swoop you up.
Those actually, honestly, those ones are probably the least scariest thing to do.
The most terrifying for me. The one time I did play it, granted I can't play it because it gives me motion sickness, but the one time I played it, I wasn't paying attention. I put myself underneath one and I got, and it scared the fuck out of me and I didn't want to play no more. I the thing is like literally the least terrifying
the-
thing in the world.
The stick
That's what I'm
figure
scared
guy
of.
that disappears if you flash the light at him, that's the one that creeps me out. Because you can just
don't think I
barely
made it
see
that far.
him. Oh,
Yeah.
then you are missing out. Yeah, you can just barely see him, and so when you turn your flashlight on him, he like evaporates. And so you're questioning whether or not you saw what you thought you saw.
Yeah. That sounds terrifying.
It's a shell. Oh, yeah, it was
Shell, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you.
terrifying and scary, and yeah, just about everything you could ask for it. Just
It's
about everything you
definitely
could
a
ask
jump
for it.
scary game. It's definitely a jump
Oh,
scary
yeah.
game.
Oh yeah, there were some pretty epic clips that came out of that one too. I'm not even. And then we recorded. Like I downloaded every video that we did. I'm like, I need
Right.
to cut these and throw them up on YouTube. They were just so much fun. Rutherford running
Excuse
off
me.
screen, claiming he got the flashlight, runs in front of the thing, and then continues to run past us triumphantly. I got the flashlight.
I know, Michelle. It's past my bedtime. I usually only stream for about 2.5 hours. So
Yeah, she's been going for 2.5 hours now. She's still got another 30 minutes to go.
I know.
It's fine. We're getting there. We're getting there. I feel like these next couple ones are going to be, pretty interesting. From Squickster, he would like to do the Genie 3 wishes. No more wishing for wishes. So just 3.
Ooh.
What do you wish for?
No more wishing for more wishes. Are there any other rules?
Nope. I would let's do it like Aladdin standard, 3 wishes. No wishing to kill nobody, no wishing for true love or anything funky like that. And no extra wishes, but anything else should be, is free to go. Don't say something dumb like world peace.
Well,
Grub's
I'm
like, this
gonna
is not Miss America.
wish. I'm gonna wish to be like one of the. I would wish to be one of the richest people in the world, but to be unknown. An unknown rich person, you know what I mean? To where my wealth is not known, but I'm like uber rich.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, I mean, unknown to the public. How about that? Unknown to the public.
Okay.
That takes care of 90% of things, if I'm honest with you. And then I would probably save the other 2 wishes for whenever I needed them as a convenience. Keep the genie with me. Keep him, have a little pocket genie. Because at that point, I could just buy a pilot's license. I can buy any car or house or plane that I wanted. I could live and go anywhere if I was uber rich,
All right. So you've wished for Uber money. Now you can't keep the 2 wishes. You have to actually use them.
To spend them?
Mm-hmm.
I would get I don't know. That's all I really, to be honest with you, because that solves so many problems. And you can't, request world peace.
Okay. I don't know that. So money will solve some problems, but having money
Right.
comes with its own set of problems after that.
Right. And when I
Like-
run into those problems, that's why I have the other 2 wishes. I would request a financial lawyer. How about that? A good one. A good one. A fucking good one. And to know the lottery numbers until the end of my days. There you go. There you go. No, there's other things I would wish for, but if I can't wish for world peace, I can't cure some type of
Well,
disease,
So the biggest thing I don't think you could actually get away with wishing for world peace is You got to get past the human nature sort of issue that comes with world peace, right?
Hmm.
People are always going to be trying to better themselves, and in part of that bettering yourself, you're going to run into these occasions where the direction that you think you need to go in order to better yourself, somebody else may not agree with you,
Right.
which then leads into conflict, leads into all the other things. That is a constant state of being human.
Right.
So wishing for world peace is basically like saying, I'm going to take away that drive to better yourself away from everybody on the whole face
Correct.
of the earth.
Because peace also
Which,
looks different among people too.
that's right. So now what we're talking about here doing is basically trying to force a love state, which is against the very nature of the rules for the wishes.
Right.
Because that's forcing a change in somebody else's behavior patterns or whatnot. So and I think that's probably your ultimate gimmick about wishing, right? Is wishing is purely a thing for material gain.
Right.
So if you're not allowed to affect for love, and you're not allowed to kill anybody, you're not allowed, so you can't physically change anybody else's situation other than to wish for them material benefits.
So, but that's why I say money is really the only material that I would ever want or need, because at that point I could buy anything from there. Um, you know, so because everything else just comes naturally. I already have a good set of friends. I have people who love me and people I care about, and I don't really need anything else beyond that other than money.
She says she's
I work
got
too
the
goddamn
looks,
hard already.
she's got the friends, she's got everything she needs.
I mean, whoa. I don't know.
Check out
I don't
the
know.
gun show. I mean, look. I mean, what are you gonna do? From that award-winning smile.
I'm adorable. I know that much. I don't know if I got all the looks, but I know I'm adorable. At least that. I got that going for me. Oh my goodness.
You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm alright.
But I mean,
that's all.
that's the sort of thing that's, and that's, I think, what makes wishing for anything the really hard part. I think anybody who sits down and if you objectively look at what it is that the genie's three wishes has given to you, it's just that it's just giving me something that I can either go out and buy or make, and that's it. You're not offering me anything. Now, interesting enough, though, you could technically wish for more information regarding something, because that's not really changing your opinion, and that is a desired thing. So you could ask for, like, I don't want to go to college, so make me a guy who's already been to college, and you could get an information dump at that point. But
Yeah.
I would question, what would you do with that information dump? Again, if you're, as you pointed out already, I've already wished for money. Well, okay. So you've got everything that you need. Right?
You know what? With that in mind, I will make one of my wishes to have a beautiful singing voice.
There you
There
go.
we go.
See? As if she doesn't have one already. We've already heard her.
Make myself not allergic to Charles. Now, that is a fantastic one. That is fantastic, Squeaky. Squeaky coming out here with the real answers. For those who don't already know, I'm mildly allergic to cats. And I have a cat, so.
Well, Shale is mildly allergic to cats, and we've got a couple of cats. So.
I appreciate that. I'm glad I'm not the only one there. And he just likes to get in my face sometimes. It's after this, I will be taking an allergy pill.
It's fine. It's fine. Let's see. Did that one. Miss Sandy Vision says, if I am your bartender, what drink would you order?
Gin and tonic, easy. That is my go-to drink. Gin and tonics.
Wow, you missed the opportunity.
And there's
For
other things, but I want to be honest.
For shame.
I want to be honest.
You missed the
what I would get.
opportunity.
Look, I get a cold glass of Sandy if I could, but, gin and tonic will do just nicely. My camera couldn't handle it. It's like, no, we're kicking you out. We're kicking you out.
Too much. Too much. It's fine.
Oh man, I'm just teasing you. I'm just
It's fine.
teasing you. I'm just teasing
It's
you.
fine. We're here for it. Get ready, camera. It's going to get steamy.
Camera's already left the chat. What are you talking about? It's enough for today, Hales. Haley, that's enough for the day.
Well, I don't think chat's got on it quite nearly enough. So there you go. Ms. Visions would also like to know, which famous person would you like to meet and have dinner with?
Ooh, Amelia Earhart. That's who I want to have dinner with. She seems like a pretty cool chick, you know. Very, very ambitious. And I would like to know more about her personal story that we don't really get a lot of.
Anything in specific that you would ask her about beyond just...
I mean, apart from like, her flying experiences and anything that she could teach me, but as far as like her personal life, like what really happened in her marriage? What really was going on there? I just want to know the tea. I want to know the tea. That's just me being nosy.
I see.
So.
Really going to dig deep into that one, huh?
Yeah, I would. If she wanted to have the conversation. Otherwise, I'd just sit there and talk planes with her all day, every day. That's fine. I don't mind.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to know more about her personal affairs either. Though I suspect that you're likely to get something along the lines of, ma'am, please.
Very true. Very true. She probably wouldn't talk to me about it, which is fine. Just give me your advice, Amelia, about flying. That's all. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. I see you over there. I see you over there.
Okay. Ms. Hales would like to know, what are the songs that make you sing along whenever you hear them?
There's too many. There are too many. There's been plenty of times where like I spontaneously bust into song just as I hear it.
I've heard you break into song even when you don't hear it.
Right. Because it's just stuck in my head. It's stuck in my head. Even when we were talking about Aladdin, in my head, I just have the record. Prince Ali, fabulous, Ali Ababa. In my head right now.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a tease.
Now, Janus flex and show some respect. Get down on one knee. Yeah, thank you for that's going to live in my head for
that song.
Vocals. Free concert, right? We're here for it.
What specifics do you want to know, Hales? What specifics? So, like, for example, I'm just gonna pull up my playlist while we're sitting here chit-chatting. Like most of the Disney stuff, if I hear it, I'll sing it. Recently, really anything on the Vroom Vroom playlist for those who have it, whatever current songs, Vroom Vroom playlist. I mean, right now it's literally just been the Epic Saga. And
yeah, interesting enough, Sandy would like to know what your favorite song is on the Epic Saga.
I kind of flip around. No Longer You and The Underworld have like literally been in rotation right now for like the last week and a half at this point. Oh, but I'll take my whiskey neat, my coffee black, and my bed at 3. Speaking of Hosier, however you want to say his name. Speaking of Hosier,
Mhm.
I do have concert tickets to go to see him at the end of the month. I'm hoping that I can still go
Ooh.
see him because I do work late that day. But yeah,
Wow, that sounds
yeah,
exciting news.
I am. I'm so excited about that. But Take Me Back to Eden from Sleep Token has been on the top of my playlist as of the last 2 days.
Nice.
So some Sleep
Okay.
Token, the Vroom Vroom playlist, and the Epic Saga.
Nice. All right, so we are coming up here to the end of our lovely little saga here. We got a few more questions here we're going to get through, and then we have our final last series of questions. We are in the last 15 minutes, so you have done very well. You've been a solid champ. You've been hanging out in the hot seat, as it were.
I'm trying. It's been a struggle. It's been hot. It's been hot for sure.
Well, it's only that way because you're sitting there right now. So,
Oh, Nori, stop it. You're just buttering me up. Let's
um,
push.
so the last one from chat that's here on my list is from Miss Sandy Visions, and she would like to know, where should I deliver myself to? I will be in a glass full of gin and tonic.
Ma'am, I will see you at DreamHack. Deliver yourself right to the front door, and I'll be right there. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so much fun with all of us in the house at one time.
That's almost should be illegal.
It probably should be illegal, I'm not gonna lie. So many loud personalities in one spot. I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have so much fun though.
It'll be fine. It'll be just fine.
Absolute chaos. Absolute chaos. Excuse me.
So, any big plans? We're still fairly early in. I say fairly early. We're actually coming up on. No, we are in the midpoint of the year, I think. Coming close to the middle of the
Yeah,
year now.
we're a month out from halfway. Any
Something like
big
that.
plans?
Any big
Going
plans
back
for
to
the rest of
school.
this year, for your stream, for your channel, for your community, that sort of thing?
I'm still trying to decide how serious I want to take streaming.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm honest, because it's like I really don't have time to do anything more than just a day. I am a workaholic in true form and fashion.
Like we don't have any of
So
those around here.
oh, I know. There's a sea of them just in this chat alone.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, as far as the stream goes, I'm debating on whether or not I should make my own Discord. I have one already from when I initially started streaming, but again, it was shared between like 5 of us. Kind of like the regime Discord is.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to figure out if I need to make a Discord. If so, kind of go from there so that way people actually know when I stream. Because right now I'm trying to be more consistent with it. I've only been streaming one day a week. And even then it's a struggle. I guest star on other people's streams every so often, like Hales or on even here on Talk Tuesday. But
There's nothing wrong with guest starring on the other streams. It's
thank
still
you.
fun. You used to get out there and say hi to the peeps and
Right.
meet new friends. And like, to me, streaming has been a wonderful outlet for meeting new people and having a fabulous time.
So I mean, I've met so many cool people from Twitch, and like, I'm glad that I picked it up again. And even though I don't stream as consistently as I should or as often as I should, I appreciate the people who have come in and hung out, and like even then, like even the one day that I stream, like I've met so many cool people come in and then like they're there consistently. And it just warms my heart when you have people that come by regularly and hang out in the chat and they interact and they genuinely appreciate the content that you create. I don't know, it makes me smile. Makes me smile. It warms the cockles of my heart, as some Southerners might say. But I don't know. I've been very blessed to meet so many fantastic people, and I don't know. You make me cry. I appreciate everybody, and I don't know. I you make me cry because like there's just been so many cool people that I've met so far, and that
Uh-huh.
I've genuinely grown to love. And I don't know. I've been blessed. I've been blessed for sure.
It's a fantastic time. It's a good group of people. It's an amazing time. And let's face facts. When you can look forward to taking time off from work to go play a game with some friends and smile and
Right,
laugh and actually be able to have a reason to not be a workaholic.
right.
It's a fantastic time. I
I
get
know.
it. I get it. It's fine. I for one will mimic or say mimic. I will join Miss Hales in the fact that we do appreciate the work that you put in. We do appreciate seeing you on, even as a guest stream on the streams.
Yeah.
The horror streams were fantastic. I for one would say do more, but the emotional damage is
The emotional
probably
damage is rough. It is rough.
so
I've
you know
only been
maybe
playing
they,
like the short ones, but you know.
and maybe take a little time off from that, but you know, do appreciate you getting in there. And the midweek Mass Effects are very nice. Um, Lord knows that Lethal Company and shooting Hales in the back. I don't know that I'll ever get tired of that.
Twice. It was twice. I'll never hear the end of it. But yeah, there'll be more horror games coming out. There will be more horror games for sure in my future. It seems that a lot of people enjoy it and a lot of people like my reactions.
I
Sorry, I need
honestly,
to
I
get
would.
tissue. I was like legitimately crying there for a second. Hold on.
You're fine.
But yeah, there will be more horror games in the future. It seems like a lot of people in the community like it. A lot of people like my reactions, and yeah, they seems entertaining to people. So, um, if that's what the people want, I'm here for it.
There are a
I'm here for
fun
it.
and enjoyable place to be. You are not wrong, Johnny. Um,
Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate it. I don't know. It melts my heart though. It really does. Um, how supportive people are, and I don't know. I just met some really cool people, and I'm excited to meet everybody in person for DreamHack coming October. And I don't know. I appreciate it. That's all I can really say. You got me
so,
blushing.
well, we're gonna wrap this up with an old favorite.
Okay.
We do it every time, and it's so much fun because everybody's got a different take on this one.
Okay.
If you had to either give to yourself a younger version of you or to a brand new streamer coming out there, a piece of advice, some pearls of wisdom, something or whatnot that would have either A, been really helpful for you, might be helpful for somebody else, just a bit of sharing of things that you have learned and figured out so far in your streaming career, as it were, what would that be?
So there's two things that I would say. Um, consistency is a big thing. When people know when to expect you online, um, it's easier to find a place in someone's schedule, um, or viewer's schedule. Does that make sense? Uh, especially if they enjoy the content. They're like, okay, I know every day at like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, they're gonna be streaming on such and such day.
Thank
Um,
you for coming by, Shale.
bye, Shell. Have a great day. Have a good night. Thanks. Um, and so consistency is a big thing, but the other thing would be networking. So really putting yourself out there and showing up in different discords, different channels, whether it be on Twitch, whether it be on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube's. You got those videos, those clips videoed out to wherever. Um, being very interactive with other people. The more interactive and the more you build like that friendship or bond with somebody, the
Right.
more likely they're going to be more interested in seeing what you got, like what's going on in your corner. You're over here in my house, let's see what you got building on too. So
Right.
networking is a number 2, I would say, but consistency is key. um and networking, but just being able to put yourself out there, it takes a lot of courage. It really does, and a lot of times you're wearing your heart on your sleeve. And don't there are a lot of mean people in this world, but don't let that put you down, because there is just as many kind people, if not more, who are willing to be there and support you through it all. So
There
yeah.
are there are those that I would say uh, are not nice. You definitely have those people that are a bit, trying to find a way to say it without being, blunt and discourteous to an individual, because if you don't know them, you don't know them. Like
Yeah.
they may not see what they're doing as being rude or anything else. It may be, but I mean, again, it's a different perspective. It's a different viewpoint. It's a different life. Like, everybody has their own perspective on it, and to like, I don't try to force my views on anybody else. I don't
Right.
expect anybody to try and force their views on me. Um, However, if I do find something that you do as to be offensive, and I say, hey, look, that was kind of offensive, let's not do that again, and you continue on with that, well, then at that point, my perspective of you is that you have no respect for me, and so I don't need you around.
Right. Well, it helps to have a really good team of moderators too.
Oh yeah,
Someone who's
yeah. I gotta talk to
consistently
my
kind
my
of have
my
have your back and hold
moderator.
those boundaries.
Uh, that digital engineering guy is such a jerk. But
You leave that bot alone. It tries its hardest. Tries its hardest, okay?
but no, all that said, it's, it is, that's really good piece of advice. So yes, there are a lot of really fantastic and lovely people that you get to meet out there. You do have to be brave. You are not wrong about that.
Hmm.
And wearing your emotions on your sleeve is, well, it's how you show people who you are and what you are about, and it
Right.
helps for them to make that real, genuine connection. And I think that's what really drives um, people to come back, like, to your channel and watch your midweek Mass Effects. Even if they don't care for the game, they're coming back not for the
Right.
game. They're coming back for you because they have made that connection with you. And you, Miss Hales, between the two of you, you both are about the same as far as that goes. But you two are both, well, like, everybody so far in this whole community is it's like, not just you, but I mean, every one of you guys are, each one of you guys are fantastic people, and it's real easy to make that that emotional connection.
Right.
It's really easy to sit down like we're doing right now, having a conversation. All jokes aside, we're being serious at this point, right? We're having it's been a very meaningful conversation. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the ones with Hales. I've enjoyed the ones with Safi and Sandy, and so, like, every Talk Tuesday guest that I've had on here has been an amazing conversation. This one has been no exception to that. It's been fantastic, and it's lovely. It's a wonderful thing, and when you can make those connections,
Hmm.
and touch each other, not physically, but make those
Right.
connections and reach out and be able to establish that and touch an individual, and be able to come back and see them and remember them, and they remember you, and that's the sort of thing that you give your community. That's the sort of thing that I think brings the people back to watch you over and over again, is you have that way about you where you can make that connection with people who are just coming in. I have seen you interact with new followers, with new people talking to you, as well as us oldies that keep coming back time and time again because, we've got no better sense than to come in and watch the gun show over and over again.
It's just chaos, though. I mean, I appreciate that. Those are very kind words. I appreciate it. Really. Oh, you're making me stutter. I appreciate it. I definitely try. I'll say that. I'm not the best at it. Because there's different ways you can stream. You can put on a mask type of thing and kind of
You
play a
can.
character. But I'm the type of person like what you see is what you get. There ain't nothing. As soon as I turn off this camera, I am the same way in real life. And that's just me. I put my heart on my sleeve, and what you see is what you get. It's all I can really say. Um,
Well, I would
like if you
imagine.
found me on randomly out in the street, that's me. Hello, how you doing? I got a mean resting bitch face though, I'll tell you that. So just be careful. I'm not blaming him for my speech impediment. It's just when I get emotional, I start stuttering, and yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine, Grubs. Don't be calling me out right now, okay? I'm in an emotional state.
She's being touched.
I am. Wait, pause. Hold on. No. Phrasing. Never mind. Never mind. It is where we're at. Okay, all right, but too, I understandable. I don't know how much more context I can give you other than make a clip of it. Don't make a clip of it, actually, because I don't want that taken out of context. Not that there was context to begin with, but I'm just gonna stop. Gonna let that one go. Well, Nori, it's been fun. Great. I'm sure there's wonderful clips to be made here today.
Oh, I'm certain that people who haven't already clipped are going to go back in the VOD and there'll be even more clips that show up. It'll be fine.
Who was it? Was it Morning that made a clip earlier? They posted it in chat. I still have it up. I have to watch it. Excuse me.
Oh, that was for the PFC. Yeah.
Yeah, for the Pirate Booty reaction.
Yeah. That was. Yeah, that's still that. There's a YouTube link and you can go watch it there to your heart's content.
I will have to get the YouTube link, but they made a clip of my reaction to it, so
yeah,
I tried so hard.
I know. I've watched you. You look like you're about ready to. You were dying over there.
Dying. Oh man, I was like, I can't make a sound until the end of it. I can't make a sound to the end of it.
All right. So here is the image. So if you look on the screen, you'll see the image of what the completed picture is supposed to be.
Oh, okay. Well.
So there you go. There is your PC smut photo for the evening.
Appreciate it, Nori.
By the way, that is a sound card.
Yeah. See, the red was throwing me off though. The stickers there. I was like, what? What's going to use the chip? But yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah, it's an old ISE sound card.
That's a good one. I like that one.
There you go.
I appreciate PC Smut. You have now delivered on your promise.
So there you go. There you go. A little extra special. Okay. So last decision, last thing that you have to answer for this evening, and I will cut you free and loose, and you can go and cool off, relax, take a deep breath. You have survived a Talk Tuesday. Right? Where would you like to send? Because we have quite the collection of fantastic and amazing people. Where would you like to send this? Absolutely. Yes.
I forgot about that part. Oh, goodness. I was supposed to. That was my part of this interview. Was to prepare.
Because we have a collection, and this is something we do around here, right? Like, this is tradition. Now we take everybody and we go from here and we go tell them all about Talk Tuesday, and we laugh at them because they missed their opportunity to learn all about the Haley Paley lore. So we get to go brag about all the stuff that we learned about our favorite streamer.
You know what?
Uh-huh.
There is a very wonderful person who's also a part of the community.
Mm-hmm.
And their name is Bates Blogs. How would you like me to send that to you? Just the name?
Just stick their Twitch name in the stream right there, and I will just copy it and we'll paste it.
They were an amazing person. They are a VTuber. I feel like that's how you would say it. Yes, VTuber. That's the word I'm looking for. And they're actually playing a Baldur's Gate 3 run right now, and they're having a 12-hour birthday stream today. So I would love to go over there, wish them a happy birthday, and drop some love. I would love to do that.
Sounds epic. Well, that's what we will do. So last bits of business here, and then we'll let you go.
Perfect. I just want to say, Nori, I appreciate the opportunity, and I've thoroughly enjoyed our interview.
Yes.
Even through the ups and downs and through my own tears, I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. And when are we gonna have a regime group interview?
Maybe just have to schedule it. I actually think I have a couple of groups that are like, we would do it as a whole group. I'm like, okay, well, we'll do the group interview. That's just fine. I have no issue piling all of y'all in here. I think it would be fun.
It'd be an interesting interview. It'd be chaotic as fuck, but it would be interesting.
It wouldn't have been any worse than when I had the regime in here. But I am happy to have the entire team in here. It would be fun.
That would be fun. That would be fun. I would love to see it.
We'll have to plan that one out. But that being said, thank you for taking time out of your evening. You have been an absolutely lovely guest, beautiful and wonderful.
Nori.
And we have appreciated your time spent this evening with us.
No, it means the world to me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
We signed you up back in January.
January
and you
3rd.
You have been sweating it all this time, and it has come and it has gone. I hope everybody has enjoyed. We are
a little bit of a gun show before I head out. One last gun
look
show for you.
One last look, folks.
I can't do the hair flip. I get the ick for myself when I do the hair flip with it. I give myself the ick on that one. Oh man, it's so fun though.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deafen. You're welcome to stick around Discord or take off and go do your own thing. It doesn't really, it's up to you what you want to do. I am going to wrap up and then I'll send this right off. And thank you again. It has been a lovely evening spent with an amazing person, and I appreciate it.
Thanks, Nori. Good night.
Good night. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. It's the end time. It is time to go. We're done. But we're not done. Not just yet. No, we've got one other thing, one last piece of business to take care of. And that is, yes, you guessed it. We are going to go send this rate out. We're going to go say hi to a Bates blog as per the request of Miss Haley Paley, our fantastic and amazing guest we've had tonight. You guys have been awesome. You guys have been amazing. I hope that you've had just as much fun as I've had. These Talk Tuesdays are great, fantastic, and fun. And next week, we are going to have a Tom Locke here on Talk Tuesday. I imagine we'll probably start a little earlier next week just because of the time differences, but we'll see. It has been fantastic. Once again, thank you, Miss Haley Paley, for taking time out of your very busy schedule to come here and spend a little bit of time with us. It has been amazing. It's been fantastic. It has been memorable. And remember, if you want to catch more of Miss Haley Paley, if you have not followed her, her name there is in the title. You can click on that to follow her. We'll do a quick shout out, the Twitchy one, so that you get a little. Oh, wow, really? Spell correctly. There we go. There's a little green little heart up in the corner. If that hasn't lit up, then by all means, what are you doing? You should be hitting that up. Come check out some of her midweek Mass Effects. It is an absolute treat. That's tough to beat. In the meantime, we are going to go send this raid over to a Bates blog. So the first. Okay, that's where we're heading to. Thank you all for coming out and hanging out. You've been fantastic. It's been fun. Next week, Talk Tuesday is going to be with Tom Locke. Don't forget, tomorrow Zoda is doing his birthday stream, so you don't want to miss out on that. So keep an eye out for Zodicus's channel. Miss Haley Paley hopefully will be in for her midweek stream tomorrow as well. So, you know, two lovely people to go watch. It's gonna be so much fun. And then Friday, more chaos around here. Thank you, Miss Hales Vanon, for the raid. You fantastic and lovely lady. We're getting out of here. So until next time, continue to be the fantastic, fabulous, and amazing people that I already know you are. And until next time, you know how this goes. Bye for now.